Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Football Classic Hits 97.7. It's Football Friday night, week number 3, as we close out the non-district portion of the regular season for the Mangum Tigers, hosting Sayre tonight. Homecoming activities happening here at the Liberty Bowl. Good to have you alongside. My dance partner, as always, is Chad Fox, and we appreciate you joining us here on this Football Friday night. I keep waiting for the weather to break, to abate, to change, to look different. And the summer of 2022 continues to hang on.
Mid-90s,
Yeah.
and recent forecast for the next few days is similar, and it may be a smidge warmer on Sunday, but there's always hope.
Yeah, I'd heard, and I don't remember where my source was, but I did hear that there is the possibility of a trough developing, which always means cooler temperatures and rainfall for this area.
Yeah, we can look forward to that, and we're probably, according to the good old Farmer's Almanac, which is just as accurate as those high-paid meteorologists, they could stay hot and stay warm for a while, but maybe first part of 23 we could get that frigid air and hopefully not ice. But you never know. We're in southwest Oklahoma, so.
Well, the Weather Channel forecasters, they go about 2 weeks out, and they say a week from today we will still be in the 90s. Don't show any 80s until Monday the 26th.
Wow.
And then some mid to upper 80s that week, but really no mention of any precipitation. So,
we could be wearing shorts into October.
Oh, I will be wearing shorts in October. There's no doubt about that. The big question is, will I be able to wear shorts in December on the golf course? That is the big question.
That's the question.
And I have to tell you, the guys I play golf with, I mean, they're getting old and they're getting weak. You know, there was a little rainfall on Sunday morning, and there was a big conference as to whether we should go ahead and play or not. I got out of the truck and was like, well, what do you think? I said, well, what I think is I'm going to go get a cart and I'm going to go play 18. One of the guys didn't even show up. It was raining. Apparently, he thought he would melt. So it's, and then we wore jackets the whole time. My goodness.
It happens.
So Rocky Pierce asking the question, when did they fix the visitor side seats? Looks awesome. Go Tigers from Pratt, Kansas. And I believe that was last year that they took out most of that concrete, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a process over a year or so, but I think even last season they had taken one side out. They'd been working on the other side. But, yeah, it looks good. It's for us old-timers, maybe a little bit of a bummer because this bowl has been here for so long, and it's just – I mean, it's always been impressive, and it still is. But, yeah, they've narrowed it down, got the fans compacted a little bit, and given them a place to film the game from their side. And unlike last week where we were staring dead into the sun in a press box that we'll just say was maybe on the lower end of our area press boxes, This is much better. Much better.
Our understanding as well that they used that concrete. They actually gave it to Greer County and
That's good.
Made it recycled product. So how about that? Great question, Rocky. We appreciate it. And welcome in from Pratt, Kansas. You know where Pratt is? You do, don't
I
you?
do, yeah.
Yeah, I forget.
Straight north, yeah.
Barry Sharp says, let's go Tigers. Michelle Waldrop, go Tigers. Cassie Anderson is watching, as is our good friend Jill Travis Nippert. So good to have you alongside on this Football Friday night. As we said, week number 3, Mangum coming in with a record of 1-1 as they lost that season opener in a wild fashion to Comanche, 67-39 a couple of weeks ago here at the Liberty Bowl. And speaking of wild, last week certainly was that. It went down to the final play of the ball game. And the Mangum defense able to hold on an attempted 2-point conversion from Rush Springs, 35-34. Your final score, the Tigers hold on to win their first ball game of the year. And as we said, it was a dandy. Meantime, this group from Sayre comes in, and I lost my notes now. They come in having played 2 teams outside the district. They beat Cordell 49-6 in the season opener, and then last week lost to Walters 28-20. And Walters and Cordell are 2 teams that we will see later on this season as they are inside the A2 district that hosts Mangum as well. So we're at the Liberty Bowl. We've had homecoming activities take place. We've got the King and Queen's names. When you and I come back, I'm trying to find a place to stand where the wind doesn't blow in my microphone. I'll continue that search when you and I come back to the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Well, we love it. We had the opportunity to meet Alyssa Dreyer's grandmother, Valerie. She came. She didn't climb the stairs, and I don't blame her for doing that. So she just hollered up from downstairs, and we appreciate her and coming up to greet us. Valerie, nice to meet you, and congratulations on having such a marvelous granddaughter. Paula Little Powers has joined us here this evening, as has Terry Williams, Mike McAlexander, and Hayden Harris is watching. Hello, Hayden. Good to have you alongside. Want to say hi, too, to our dear friend Pam Simmons. Pam is joining us, of course, from Wichita Insurance, and she says, get that stuff out of here. So there you have it. And now I've got a mic sock for my. See if that helps out with the. It's too big. The wind's going to blow it off, but that's okay. It sounds good for a while, anyhow. So the best laid plans of mice and men. So here at the Liberty Bowl, we've got Mangum and Sayre coming up in the final non-district tune-up of the year for both ball clubs. And elsewhere inside the district, the team on top of the standings, if you will, is Walters. Walters 3-0. They will not play tonight. They are idle, and they will be at the Liberty Bowl in a couple of weeks to take on the Mangum Tigers. We look forward to that one because our good friend BC, Brian Coleman, will be in attendance. His son, the starting quarterback for Walters, so that'll be fun. Empire 2-0 on the year. They are entertaining Healton. By the way, I traveled through Healton earlier today. More on that story coming up. Apache 1-1 on the year. They are listed as idle in the OSSAA standings, so they will not be in action. Carnegie 0-2 are on the road tonight. They are traveling to Hinton. Also, other district foes, Cordell, Hobart, and Snyder. All three of those clubs have played 3 games this year, and none of them have won a ball game. Coach Pride, good luck to you tonight. Have a great ball game. We appreciate it. Cordell, Hobart, and Snyder all idle this evening and all with a record of 0-3 inside district play. Elsewhere tonight in C2 play, it will be Mountain View Godibo actually taking on a B1 school, that is Hollis. Mountain View Godibo entertaining Hollis, and the Tigers of Mountain View Godibo trying to bounce back from that loss to Cyril last week. Speaking of the Pirates, they are taking on Tipton tonight in what is a marquee ball game. Tipton resurgent. And that is a dandy. That is, for some, and I believe it may have been Channel 7, that is the game of the week, Tipton and Cyril, so a good one there. In 2A, Frederick, 2-1 on the year. They are idle this evening. In Class 4A play, Elk City, 3-0. They are scheduled to play Carl Albert. I don't know that that is right because that would give them 4 non-district ball games, and maybe that is correct, but that's what the OSSA website had them at. Clinton, 2-1 on the year. And Cash 1-2. They are both idle this evening. Weatherford 1-1, idle as well. 5A, the Altus Bulldogs winless so far this year. They are idle tonight before beginning district play next week. And I know we're not near any 6A teams, but again, it's worth noting the Spartans of Bixby have won either 50 or 51 games in a row. And they are a 6A1 juggernaut now after being a 6A2 juggernaut. Bixby is idle this evening. And every time I say Bixby, I think of none other than the Incredible Hulk. Thank you, Bill Bixby. So let's take another time out. Our pregame show continues here on Classic Hits 97.7, brought to you by our good friends over there at 333 Dental. And as promised, we've got the King and Queen coming up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Fresh flower arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of Darla Heatley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Well, before we tell you about the coin toss with the captains as they make their way to midfield, we can tell you this, that Braylon Martinez was the 2022 homecoming king here at Mangum High School. Congratulations to Braylon. And the homecoming queen for 2023 is none other than Lauren York. So congratulations to a couple of fine young people, Braylon Martinez and Lauren York. Braylon, one of those guys that has kind of come out of nowhere as the season has progressed, and he really looked good last Friday night over there at Rush Springs. So the captains tonight for the Tigers going to midfield include Jake Green, who has been a monster on both sides of the ball. He's joined by Jackson Reisner. Also out there, of course, one of the captains is Aiden Warner, and the final member of the captaincy, the four guys out there, is a young man that has reshaped himself, Nathan Augustine. A couple of honorary captains here on the near side. One of those, we mentioned Martinez, the homecoming king. I don't know if you get that gig because you're the king or not. And then Dominic Allen is out there as well. And Dominic in street clothes, he's got that big extra shoe on his right foot. So Mangum tonight in ever-changing uniforms. They're in their home black tops with white numerals and the orange bottoms. They've got those smart-looking white helmets. We love those. Can't wait to see what the Cincinnati Bengals look like when they wear theirs. Oh, by the way, are the Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys this week? And the Cowboys, they are just simply snake bit. Dak Prescott's supposed to be back in 3 weeks, but I remember there was a time where Tony Romo got hurt early in the year. He came back and got hurt again. So that is a snake bit ball club, no doubt about it. By the way, Sayre will be receiving. They will do so on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. As you have heard, there is a pretty good breeze blowing in the press box this evening. That kind of means that's a little bit of a southeast breeze, and we were talking about moisture and rainfall earlier, and if you get a southeast breeze, and sometimes that means it's coming off the Gulf of Mexico, and there's a little moisture there. So that remains to be seen. By the way, Chad, I'm glad that there's only one ball game tonight along the Fox radio network. It cuts down on his indigestion. There is no question about that. Speaking of things that are coming up, of course, the Oklahoma Sooners in action tomorrow morning, starting at 11 o'clock, taking on the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. What a program in complete and total disarray. It'll be interesting to see if the interim tag is lifted with Coach Joseph and if he gets a chance to continue working with that ball club. We'll watch that as the season progresses. That game kicks at 11 o'clock. Airtime is set for 9, is that right? Yes. 9 o'clock, all right. And then it's Oklahoma State. And I heard somebody describe it earlier today as them taking on a high school team as they do battle with Arkansas Pine Bluff. But keep in mind what happened last week when the small schools played the bigger schools. Did someone say Marshall? Did someone say Appalachian State? And there was one other one. Oh, yeah, the team that beat Nebraska and cost Scott Frost his job, Georgia Southern. So that's why they play the games. And Mike Gundy better have his club ready to go in that bowl game tomorrow evening against Arkansas Pine Bluff. We're just a few minutes away from kickoff. We get set for Mangum and Sayre. It's homecoming 2022 at Mangum High School. We're at the Liberty Bowl. Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
All right, we're going to bring to you the playing of the national anthem this evening by the band from Mangum. We hope the wind doesn't interfere too much as they do a great job on this. And in the words of a former CBS golf announcer at the Masters, yes, sir. That is some good stuff there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Pregame show here on Classic Hits 97.7, brought to you by our good friends over there at 333 Dental. Want to say hi to Emma Geralds, who has joined us here this evening. Emma, hope all is going well. Had a chance to talk to your dad a little bit earlier, and he had nothing but good things to say about you and Victoria. Emma recently celebrating birthday number 19. Kickoff is a minute away. You and I come back to the Liberty Bowl for it. We've got Mangum and Sayre coming up. It is Homecoming 2022. And we are Classic Hits 97.7.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And Cooper Earls taking the American flag down to the far end zone on the north end. And joining him with the Mangum Tiger flag, Jackson Reisner. Great job, young men. Speaking of which, great job, David Henry. You're right. Great job, Tiger Band, in the playing of the national anthem. And I want to say hi to our dear longtime friend, Tracy Dale Smith. Tracy Dale, one of those many former Altus Merchants softball players. We have got a fraternity that is a very close-knit bunch, and you will find us all over the place. And the only thing that's different about us now is that we won't fight. Back in the day, we would fight, but we don't fight anymore. We are much too old for that. Jason Cook says, let's go Tigers. It's Eagle season. Well, I hope not, because the feds might come in and get on to us about that. Kickoff tonight being brought to you by our good friends over there at the First National Bank and Trust Company as we get set for Mangum and for Sayre. I've never had the courage to ask Coach Powers about homecoming and what he thinks of homecoming football games. But I know what other coaches think of homecoming and the distraction that it causes for their team. And I will tell you briefly that in 1978, the Truman High School Patriots were 5-0, ranked number 9 in the state of Missouri, ranked number 3 in Kansas City's metro area, and on the verge of being the first team in school history to start the season 6-0. At the end of the night, we were 5-1, and we were handed our hats by Raytown High School 48-6. Thank you. Those are my thoughts on homecoming. There you have it. All right. And my girlfriend couldn't understand why I didn't want to dance. Can we dance? No, we're not going to dance. I danced all night, got my hat handed to me. Come on. All right, here we go. Kickoff underway. Booming kick that sails all the way into the end zone as that went over the head of the Sayre upback, Camden Richardson. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 20-yard line. By the way, Pasquale Biadandi was the special teams player of the week this past week for the Tigers, and for good reason. Remember last week, he was 5 for 5 on extra point attempts, and that was the difference in the ball game as Mangum won it by a final score of 35-34. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Jason Cook We're ready to go, buddy, and I know you are too. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 20. Bunch formation for them. I thought they'd come out throwing the football around, but they come out with a power set. Run a little toss sweep here on the near side, and a great job of Cooper Earls to come in and fill from the linebacker position. It turns out to be a 3-yard gain. It's a great effort on the part of the running back, Aiden Hendershot. But again, Earls right there, gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. We are underway. 11:40 and running in quarter number 1. And again, like last week, we're singing Soaking Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow. The only difference is the sun is at our back this week as opposed to being at our face. 2nd down and 7. Sayre again going to run the football. Again, Hendershot. He'll go across the 30 and pick up the 1st down all the way out to the 32-yard line. Looked like Sayre had it bottled up, or Mangum had it bottled up inside. But a good job by Hendershot to break a couple of tackles and get the 1st down. Anthony Allen in on the stop for Mangum. But again, a 1st down carry for Sayre. So the Eagles running some power football early on here. And again, our producer engineer Chad Fox hoping that I walk the whole time I'm doing the broadcast. He's hoping I'll find a spot where the wind doesn't blow in my microphone because that windsock is gone. Again, they'll go to Hendershot on the ground, and again, he'll get positive yardage across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. And getting off the bottom of the pile for Mangum is Nick Lavoie. But again, everybody is in tight for Sayre, and it is just a power look. They're just right now, they're just saying, look, we're going to keep the ball on the ground. We're going to go with the Woody Hayes mentality, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and so far it's working for them. 2nd down here at about 4, ball setting at the 37-yard line. And during warm-ups, we watched the quarterback. He got a cannon for an arm, Ryan Johnston. This time they'll go to the back on the left side, and picking up a 1st down out on the left edge will be tailback Camden Richardson. So Richardson will get the 1st down. Rogers in on the stop for Mangum, and help on the play there from the Tigers, Nate Augustine. But again, another 1st down picked up by the Eagles. So they'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Sayre at their 44-yard line. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter of play. Eagles' first offensive possession of the night. Hendershot will get it, take it across the 50, still on his feet, pounding, down to the 45, down to the 40, and inside the 40, all the way down to the 37-yard line. So Hendershot just simply running hard, and Mangum looked like maybe they were trying to tackle the football instead of tackling the ball carrier, and it cost him about 15 yards on the play. Well, Hendershot, not a big kid, but he runs hard, runs behind his pads. 1st and 10 now. The ball inside Mangum territory at the 37. Go to the scat back this time, trying to turn the corner. Richardson, and the Tigers do a nice job of stringing that one out. Richardson maybe picked up a couple of yards on the play, but Augustine held his ground out on the edge, and coming down the line to make the play for Mangum was Trey Williams. So a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Nothing fancy here. Sayre just lining up and saying, we're coming after you. This is football out of the 60s. Little movement here on the near side. No call. Hendershot will get it, and this time they wrap him up down low. Good job by Augustine to get a hold of the ankles, bring them together, and then that allowed the big boys to come over the top and make the play. No gain on the play. It'll bring out a 3rd down and 8. Kobe Earls in on the stop for the Tigers. Up high, we talked about Augustine down low, and it looked like Nick Lavoie was there as well. Brittany Ackland watching from Nebraska. She says, go Mangum. Wonder where in Nebraska, Brittany? Where in Nebraska? I lived in Beatrice, Nebraska. Oh, I'm sorry, Hastings. I lived in Hastings for a year. How about them apples, Bob? 3rd down and 8. Toss sweep near side. Great penetration by the Tigers, and the tackle made by Augustine in the backfield. All the way back to the 35-yard line. So a loss of a couple on the play sets up a 4th down and long now for Sayre. Great job by Augustine to beat the block at the point of attack and make the play behind the line of scrimmage. Alexis Brooke Allen, of course, cheering on number 11 in our program and number 1 in her heart, Anthony Allen. So 4th down, and obviously at this field position, Craig Hickson, the coach of Sayre, will go for it. They have not thrown the football, and they have not gone out of that bunch formation. Roll out here, and looking to throw. Pass is too tall. It was intended for Zane Allen, but that pass by Ryan Johnston, too tall. And the bend but don't break mentality works for Mangum. And Sayre will turn it over on downs. Mangum will get it back. Or actually get it for the first time. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 7:44 left in this first quarter of play. We talked about the scoring of Mangum. My goodness, 9 points in game number 1, 35 last week. Well, one way to keep a high-powered offense off the scoreboard, hold on to the football, and for nearly 5 minutes, Sayre did just that. From the spread formation now, they go with a reverse here on the near side. Rogers looking for a block, gets it, 40, breaks a tackle, 45, 50, down the near side, and he's 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, he gone! Touchdown, Tigers, from 65 yards away on play number 1. How about that? Great job by Rogers, patient here on the near side, gets the kick-out block, breaks a tackle, and when he does, it's Katie bar the door as he goes down the near sideline for the score. So Sayre has the football for nearly 5 minutes. Mangum has it for 13 seconds, and they lead 6-0. Pasquella in to try the extra point. The ball is short. They'll throw it into the end zone. It will go through the hands of the intended receiver and be picked off by Sayre. So a miscue there, but with 7:31 left in the first quarter of play, Mangum strikes first. They lead 6-0 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers.
Brittany Ackland all the way from Beaver City. Love that 65-yard touchdown run for Mangum and Mr. Rogers. And he was certainly in the neighborhood with the spin move. What a great move by Avery. And David Henry, you're right. That's a Mixmaster spin move right there. Biatunde with a big kick down to the 4-yard line. Going to be fielded by the back. Coming here on the near side, Richardson. And he'll get thumped at about the 25-yard line. Big hit there by Anthony Allen. Also in on the stop for the Tigers was Aiden Warner. It's always fun. You're the quarterback. You get your cookies handed to you on a regular basis back there playing QB. I'm going to go down on the kick team and find somebody. Welcome our good friend Bray Woodruss. Bray, good to have you alongside, bud. We're looking forward to Monday night. I know you are as well. Mangum and Hobart, regular season finale softball diamond. We'll have the game beginning at about 6 here on Classic Hits. So back to the ground, Sayre will go, and pounding out about 5 yards on the carry will be the tailback, and that is Aiden Hendershot. Bunch of black shirts in on the stop there for Mangum. Ashton Pride, one of those in the middle of it. Want to say hi to our good friend Jay Richardson from over there at Altus. We saw him and his wife when we were out walking the other night. They were out walking as well. I said, how about that Pride kid? Is he really good? I said, yeah, he's really good. He runs, he throws, sells popcorn at halftime. Toss sweep near side, trying to get the edge and turning the corner with room is Hendershot. He's got the 45 and all the way out to near the 50-yard line. Nice tackle out in space there. Turned in by the Tigers' Jackson Reisner. Otherwise, Hendershot gets even more. As it is, he's knocked down at the 49 of Sayre, so it'll be 1st and 10 from there. David L. Gordon. Avery for the touchdown. You're right. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. A little toss sweep on the inside here, and bottled up is Hunter Hanrahan, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage no more. Lavoie from his linebacker slot to make the play. Got some help cleaning it up from Jake Green. I called Jake's name a bunch last Friday night. He had to be exhausted by the time that game was over. So second down, and you get the idea that as time has gone by here in these two drives by Sayre, Mangum figuring out the blocking schemes a little bit better up front. Hendershot here on the near side tries to turn the corner, and a great job again of stretching things out and not giving the edge there by the Tigers' two tacklers, led by Nick Lavoie and by Anthony Allen. And really, Allen is the one that strung that thing out and allowed Lavoie to come down the line, flatten out, and make the play. Do pick up 4 on him, so it'll be third down and about 6. It's a long 6. The line to make for a first down is the 41, just inside the 41. Ball setting at the 46-yard line. So I guess it's a short 6, long 5. How about that? 4 down territory regardless for Sayre, you would think. Eagles going to fake it this time. And boy, I tell you what, he should have handed off on the RPO that time as the quarterback gets swallowed up, Ryan Johnston. And boy, I tell you what, Nate Augustine, a great job again, coming straight up the field, protecting that edge and making the play way behind the line of scrimmage, all the way back to where it sets up a fourth down and about 10 as the ball is at the 49, the original line of scrimmage. I said it was 4 down territory, and by golly, the Eagles will go for it on 4th and 10. Wow. Ball at the midfield stripe. Now they're going to talk about it. And I'm not surprised by that timeout by Craig Hickson. 4:42 left in the first quarter of play. Mangum leads at 6-0. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers.
Ewell and Glenda Laughlin are watching tonight. Alexis Brooke Allen happy with her son's effort. And Katie Bowen Carney. Hello, kiddo. Look forward to seeing you and the rest of the family coming up on Monday night of next week. Now, Sayre drops back into punt formation. They kick it into the wind, and the ball will hit at the 20 and be fielded at about the 21-yard line by one of the gunners there for the Eagles. And getting downfield to make the play, Mason Ricadio. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers as they'll go to work offensively now, leading 6-0. 4:35 left in quarter number 1. They've run one offensive play, gone 65 yards for a touchdown. That's pretty efficient. This just in from Captain Obvious, also known as Michael Barnes. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 21, shotgun formation for Warner. 2 wide receivers split to the near side, 3 bunched here on the near side. Going to toss it to Pride. Ashton looking for a block, gets it, turns it upfield to the 20, goes to the 25, a little patter, and he'll be slung out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. And that play extended for quite some time as Zeke Curtis was credited with the tackle. Nothing extracurricular there, so no flags. And nice carry there for Pride. He'll take it out to about the, well, we'll mark it just shy of the 30 at the 29-yard line. So sets up a 2nd down and 3. Pistol formation this time for Mangum. In the backfield, that's Pride. They'll fake the handoff and out to Augustine in the flat. He's got the 1st down out to the 35. Good job by Nate. He sat down in that flat area out of the zone, made the catch and picked up the 1st down. So Mangum will move the sticks with 4:19 left in the first quarter of play. A little quick pitch and catch. And we saw that a bunch last week at Rush Springs. Little pop passes that have worked all night long. Aiden Warner. Warner hands it off this time to Pride, and Ashton probably not going to get back to the line of scrimmage and does not. He'll lose a yard on the play. A couple of Eagles in on the stop there. We're not talking about Glenn Fry and Don Henley either. Parker Harrell in on the stop. So it'll be 2nd down now for Mangum. 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff to Pride and dump it out in the flat to Kobe Earls, who will make the catch and get positive yardage near the 40-yard line. Took a pretty good stick after he made the catch. Zane Allen in on the stop. But again, Mangum, a manageable third down. Third down at about 6. Line to make is near the 45. Line of scrimmage right at the 39. Again, wide receivers, 3 of them bunched to the far side. Pride switches. Now Nick Lavoie is coming in the backfield. Lavoie in the backfield, and they're looking his way, but instead going upstairs for Martinez, and the pass by Warner is too tall. Pretty good coverage downfield by Sayre's Braden Richardson. That would have had to been a pinpoint perfect pass. So Sayre will hold with 3:05 left in the first and create a punting situation for Mangum as they lead 6-0. Ashton Pride, the offensive player of the week last week for the Tigers. He had that 65-yard touchdown pass and also was a stalwart carrying the football from the backfield position. Ashton now set to punt the football away on 4th and about 6. Snap is good. Rugby opportunity. He thought about running. Now going to kick it and get it blocked. Well, he waited a smidge too long and tried to punt the football, and when he did, he kicked it right into the belly of one of the defenders. Getting credit for the block there because he ran into the football was Devin Mosier. So great field position now for the Eagles with 2:57 left in the first quarter of play. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the Mangum 33-yard line. Ashton had some room out on the edge. He thought about running. A little pitter, a little patter, then tried to stop and kick, and it did not work. So that defense really going to get tested here. 1st and 10, short field. And a little inside handoff misdirection to the tailback, Alex Yake, and Yake will take it inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. He gets up limping. Pride in on the stop, getting help as well from, is it J.J. Kendall who's coming to the ball game? We also see up front for the Tigers, Jake Green. So 2nd down and 5. They gave him 5 on the play. Clock running here in the first quarter of play. Inside handoff, Hendershot. He'll cut it back up inside the hole and take it inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line. Kobe Earls in on the stop for the Tigers. Augustine there as well, and officials said he went down at the 25, so that brings up a 3rd down and a yard. Down to 2 minutes left here in period number 1. Mangum leading 6-0. Homecoming 2022. Lauren York, your homecoming queen, and the king was Braylon Martinez. Again, they'll go inside to the tailback, and breaking out of a scrum of people and picking up the 1st down and more for Sayre will be Devin Mosier. Mosier, not a big kid. He got behind the big uglies and simply got on their backside and then pot free. And, well, that's a touchdown-saving tackle at about 13-yard line. He had broken into the clear and was headed to the end zone. As it is, it's 1st and 10 now for the Eagles at the 13-yard line of Mangum. Again, they just simply keep running the football. Again, turning it upside inside the hole is Hendershot. He'll go inside the 5, down to the 3, and they may give him the 2. Yeah, they'll give him the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. So again, Hendershot gives the illusion that he's going to go wide, and he just simply cuts it back up in over the tackle in the center position on that right side, and nobody at home for Mangum. Got to stiffen here. Leading 6-0. Minute 5 left in the first. And quarterback sneak and into the end zone for the touchdown and the tie. It is a 6-6 ball game. And that was awfully easy there for the Eagles. The final 3 yards covered by Ryan Johnston. So with 1:02 left in the first quarter of play, it will knot things at 6. And we saw how important the kicking game is. Sayre going to go for 2. They'll toss it to Hendershot. He'll cut it inside, as he has done all night long, and walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 1:02 left in the first quarter of play, Sayre leads for the first time tonight. Eagles 8, Tigers 6. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
Well, the block punt and the short field leads to a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for Sayre. And the Eagles jump on top 8-6 with 1:02 left in quarter number 1. And Sayre has done it on the ground through the early going. End-over-end kick, fielded by Warner. Warner going to hand it off to Pride. Got the 30. Cuts it back up 35-40. Still on his feet. Now to the 44-yard line. Ashton Pride. And that is just design. And we have seen that from the beginning. Your quarterback is Aiden Warner, and Warner will make the catch. And he simply will decide who he wants to hand the football off to and does. And there you go. Positive yardage. Debbie, we love you. Thank you. And thank you for the kind words. And it is great to be appreciated. It is great to be here. We are at the Liberty Bowl. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Mangum with the football. They've got it 1st and 10. Nick Lavoie will take the handoff. Lavoie gets hogtied at the line of scrimmage. Making the play for the Eagles was Zeke Curtis. Actually lost a yard in the play, so that'll set up a 2nd down and 9. See if Mangum, well, they'll have to run another play as we're at 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Tigers trailing now the Eagles 8-6. Aiden going to roll right side. Warner, pump fake, now has room to run, thinks about it, tucks it, and does run, and is belted out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And, yeah, penalty flag will fly there. And it's from the guy 53 and a half yards away from the play, but that was obvious. Aiden Warner hit well out of bounds. And that personal foul will come with 17 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Warner stepped out at the 50 and then got thumped. And so that'll be an additional 15 yards tacked on at the end of the play. It'll be nice tonight to be able to see the white hat looking our way as opposed to last week when we were on the home side, but they showed the visitor side the call. And I say that it's going to be against Sayre. The white hat is talking to the Eagles head coach Craig Hickson. And I'm watching Sam Powers here on the near side get a little anxious. Maybe the white hat just explaining who, yeah, okay. So he was just explaining who the foul was on, and it may be a case of if another personal dead ball foul occurs against that player may be asked to leave for the rest of the evening. So the 15-yard mark-off takes it down to the 35-yard line of Sayre. Mangum trailing 8-6. As the field now completely protected from the sunshine, so is the press box, and that's nice. So they'll start the clock now with 16 seconds left of the first half of play. Man in motion, that's Martinez. Fake the handoff to him. Warner, screen pass, near side Pride. Ashton with room, got a block 30. 25 to the outside 20. 15 to the corner, 5. He gone! Touchdown Tigers! Another big play for the Mangum Tiger football team. This on a screen pass from 35 yards away. Warner does a great job of bringing the defense in. Pride makes the catch, gets a block, and then outruns everybody to the end zone for the score. And with 6 seconds, so much for being the last play of the quarter. 6 seconds left in the first quarter of play. It's 12-6 Mangum, and they're going to go for two here. Warner from the pistol formation. Rolls right side. Rolling, throws, Rogers. Avery makes the catch, and the two-point conversion is good. So with 6 seconds left in the first quarter of play, Mangum is retaking the lead. It's the Tigers 14 and the Eagles 6 on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
By the way, in the interest of full disclosure, honesty, and fairness, that He Gone line is stolen straight up from the great voice of SEC football on CBS Saturday afternoons, talking about Brad Nessler. I'm not really sure what the SEC game is tomorrow. I'd be hard-pressed to, and it wasn't an SEC game last week, although it will be in a few years. That game between Texas and Alabama was a dandy. And I know Texas gave the Crimson Tide all they could handle, but I tell you what, if I get my pick of quarterbacks to finish off a ball game, give me Bryce Young every time. I don't care what he looks like physically. That young man is unbelievably cool, calm, and collected. What a performance down the stretch. Mangum leading here, 14-8, 6 seconds left. And Pasquala, a little end-over-end kick here on the near side, going to fall into no man's land, pop up into the hands of one of the upbacks. He'll fumble now, pick it up at the 20, 25, and out to about the 26-yard line. I believe that is Aiden Hendershot, and it is Hendershot. Getting off the bottom of the pile for Mangum, making the tackle, was the kicker. How about that? Pasquale says, not only can I kick the football, I can go down and hit somebody too! First quarter comes to a close. Mangum on top, 14-8. Second 12 coming up from the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
All right, back at the Liberty Bowl, Mangum leading here by a score of 14-8. And Sayre with a football as they'll take it across the 30 out to about the 32-yard lines. They've just got a bevy of backs. I mean, they've got all kinds of guys that they just run in there. This time it was Hendershot with the carry. And Aiden has been impressive. Again, don't mean to beat that dead horse, Wilbur. But he looks like he's going to run it to the outside and then puts his foot in the ground and turns it up. Picked up 6 there. Second down and 4. And again, they'll go with the inside handoff. And again, breaking free. And I'm telling you, nobody knows who has the football until Devin Mosier comes out on the other side and takes it to the 45-yard line. I mean, Mosier, not a big kid at all, gets behind the big fellas up front. And Mangum not able to find him right away. And tackle finally turned in by a host of tacklers from Tigerland, including Pride and Earls. First and 10, 45-yard line of Mangum. Hendershot this time, takes it, cuts it back up inside. He'll get 4 this time and bring up a second down and 6. Good job of going down low and taking the legs away that time by Mason Hoppengardner. Mason had a nice week last week on that defensive front for Mangum didn't get credited with a lot of tackles, but he gummed up the process and allowed linebackers and defensive ends to make tackles. Again, they'll go inside to the smallish but hard-running Devin Mosier, and Mosier takes it across the 50 down to about the 48-yard line. And again, Hoppengardner in on the stop for the Tigers. That'll bring up a third down and about, I will call it 4. It's a long 3, short 4 for the Eagles. Mangum on top, 14-8, 2 minutes gone by in quarter number 2, and we've had our first Jay McCormick sighting of the night. Hello, Jay. How are you, buddy? Hope to see you Monday night over there at Hobart for Hobart and Mangum softball. And here on the near side, ball going to come free, but the white hat saying, yeah, down before that ball popped out of the hands of Hunter Hanrahan. It will set up a 4th down at about a yard. Tigers came up with a loose football, but again, he was down. Making the stop for Mangum, Jake Green. So they'll bring up a 4th down at about a yard. Big body in there for Mangum. Hoppengardner and Jake Green, bodies, I should say. See what they can do here. 4th and about a yard, long snap count. Keeping it this time the quarterback. No, he will hand it off to the tailback. That's a great sleight of hand. Picking up the first down on that right side was Devin Mosier. It appeared that quarterback Ryan Johnston had kept the football. He was getting tackled on the edge. I was tackling him. But instead, the first down to the 45-yard line. And again, Devin Mosier has done a really nice job of simply hiding behind the offense and picking up positive yardage. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left in quarter number 2. Mangum on top. And tracked down from behind this time before he could get started was Hendershot. And a good job by Augustine to circle from around the backside to make the play. A gain of a half yard. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9.5. Mangum on top here in the second quarter. Brought to you by First National Bank and Trust Company. 2nd down and 9. And this time Hendershot going to take it to the outside, gets a block, and picks up the first down and more down that far sideline. As he'll take it inside the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. So Hendershot, who had made his bones cutting it back up inside, that time turned the corner and was able to beat Mangum to the edge for the first down. Sherry Shepard Kendall has joined us in the broadcast booth. Hello, Sherry. So actually, they gave Hendershot all the way down to the 30.5-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Clock stopped, 8:29 left in the first half of play. Mangum leading 14-8. Hendershot off the right side, inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Well, he took a big hit. Braylon Martinez in on the stop for Mangum. But again, Hendershot with positive yardage, picked up 8 on the carry, and it sets up a 2nd down and 2. And again, it looks like they've got Hendershot bottled up in the backfield, and suddenly he's breaking tackles and 8 yards downfield. 2nd and 2. Hear the band in the background enjoying it, and this is going to be our first penalty of the night called against the Eagles. As they've got motion along that offensive line. Somebody a tick too soon on the snap count. So to move the ball back to outside the 25 to about the 27. Except to a 2nd down and short 7, long 6 from there. 7:52 left in the half. Mentioned Katie Bowen Carney joining us earlier. I know Richard watching closely that race with the New York Yankees and playoff positioning, and Aaron Judge. Does he get to 62 before the season's over? Hendershot turning the corner on that student body right. And boy, I tell you what, he's got all kinds of room. Picks up a first down as he'll take it all the way down to the 15 before he is ridden out of bounds by Augustine, who had to chase from behind to make the play. Reisner there as well. But again, now Hendershot, who had been making his money inside, suddenly getting to the edge. One of the songs that I listened to on my travels to Ardmore today, Living on the Edge by Aerosmith. A great tune. Inside handoff, and this time Mangum does a good job of staying home and is not fooled And maybe picking up a yard on the play was Devin Mosier. Bunch of white hats there that time for Mangum. And leading the charge was Jake Green. So that'll set up a second down now. And the scoreboard says 8, but it's closer to 9. Clock running. 5 minutes have evaporated here in period number 2. Mangum leading 14-8, but Sayre on the move. Hendershot inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line before he is dragged down by Ashton Pride. Also in on the stop was Reisner again. Jackson's been on a bunch of them, but again, it's happening 7, 8, 9, 10 yards downfield. Another first down picked up by the Eagles here, and they'll make it 14-8, 6:40, and first and goal from the 7, said Mr. Michael to Miss Sherry. Hendershot, right side, gets a block and gets into the end zone from 7 yards away. The ball came free. Ashton Pride picked it up, but the whistle had already blown for the touchdown. And with 6:32 left in the half, Sayre has tied it up at 14 with the extra point on the way. Our good buddy Blank Crawford has joined us on the broadcast. Blank, of course, a big-time fan of Chad Fox and his broadcast over there on the Fox Radio Network with the Hobart football, basketball, and baseball and softball teams. Toss sweep, cutting it back inside. Big tackle there as the ball came free. And Nate Augustine really thumping Hunter Hanrahan before he could get to the end zone. So the two-point conversion is no good. 6:32 left in the half. We are knotted at 14. Mangum and Sayre in a dandy on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Got an old-fashioned slugfest going on here. A couple of teams just simply lining up and saying, stop us if you can. And both teams have taken body blows. Both of them have taken standing at 8 counts, and they just keep going right after one another. It's a good old-fashioned football game here. 6:32 left in the half. We're tied at 14, Mangum and Sayre. And this one a little slow to get underway. And I'm not really sure what the delay is there, but finally get it cleared up, and here we go. Mangum set to receive on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. And again, we've seen them so many times go with that. Aiden Warner catches the football and then has Reisner, Pride, and Martinez back there and hands it off as though it's a running play from the line of scrimmage. So let's see what the kicker, Hendershot, does, and he'll scooch it here on the near sideline, and that ball will get out of bounds. And a gutsy decision there by the upback, Anthony Allen. That ball, and again, because it's oblong, you never know how it's going to bounce, and that could have taken a right turn, Clyde, and come back into the field of play. It did not, and it'll be 1st and 10 now. For Mangum, they'll have it at their own 35-yard line, tied at 14 with 6:32 left in the half. Want to say hi to Brody Smith. Brody says, let's go Tigers. Hello, Brody. Long time no talk, my friend. Caitlin Huckabee has joined us as well. Caitlin says, go Tigers, and specifically, go Avery Rogers. That's like nepotism, isn't it? Come on, Caitlin. Caitlin, we miss you, kid. Good that you joined us here. So Mangum go to work, a couple of big plays for their 2 touchdowns. Sayre has been methodical. Aiden Warner wants to throw. Going to go upstairs. Deep pass. Underthrown. And coming back to catch the football at the 35-yard line is Ian Martinez. Great job by Martinez, and that may have been intentionally underthrown by Aiden Warner. Martinez was double covered down the field. The ball came up short. Martinez came back, made the catch at the 35. And again, we talked about it a moment ago. Big plays tonight for Mangum, and there's one right there on cue. 1st and 10. They've got it at the Sayre 35. Going to send Martinez in motion, but hands it off to Pride. Ashton through the left side. Big hole. He'll pick up 9. Ball came free. And the umpire got in the middle of that one. I think he recovered the football. Mangum will get it back. It'll be 1st and 10. 10-yard gain. Pride. I think that ball popped right back into his hands as he was laying on the ground. Umpire right in the middle of that thing, and he got cold-cocked, and I think it was Hoppengardner who patted him on the head after the play was over with. Mangum 1st and 10, and now they're going to get their first penalty of the night. Late getting on the field there was Avery Rogers. And Avery running on the field in the middle of the play. So, what they're going to call illegal substitution against Sayre? Wow. I really thought for sure that was going to go against Avery. Hey, Mangum will take it. Wave off the flag against the Tigers. They're still not penalized. Instead, it'll be 5 yards marked off against Sayre. 1st and 10 goes to 1st and 5 from the 20-yard line of Sayre for the Tigers. Warner trying to get another 5 on the hard count, but not jumping into the neutral zone, Sayre. Warner now will snap it, hand it off to Pride, who gives it to Rogers, who breaks a tackle inside the 10. Still on his feet, twists his way down to the 5, and now the 4-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal for Mangum. Great hand-eye coordination on that double handoff. I mean, you've got to be precise when you run that play. You got bodies flying all over the place, and you're looking upfield, looking to see if you're going to get smacked. And a great handoff from Pride to Rogers. 1st and goal now. They'll mark him down at the 5. Warner hands it off to Ashton. Looks for a block on the edge. Not there. Going to cut back the other way. Now Pride doing it all on his own, and he'll get knocked down at the 7-yard line. Give credit to Sayre. And a big tackle here on the near side, Bobby Kirk. Kirk stretched it out. Made Pride go back the other way. And when he did, he lost yardage. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. 4:35 and running the first half of play. Mangum and Sayre tied at 14, and that you hear at the door. Mangum trying to get in the end zone. Again, they'll go with that inside handoff. We saw it a moment ago, and I talked about the precision on the handoff that goes from Warner to Pride to Rogers, and that time the exchange between Rogers and Pride not good. Ball on the field. Mangum will recover. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. Pasquale, who can kick the football quite well, I don't know that this is 4-down territory. I think you may try to kick a field goal here. Rolling on the near side, Warner. Aiden with time. Throws, corner of the end zone. It was intended for the homecoming queen, but too tall for Braylon Martinez, and it will be 4th down. Do have a penalty flag back here at about the 8-yard line. Let's see what this is all about. Where that is, a lot of times, is going to be holding on the offense, and retreating will be Mangum. That or an ineligible receiver downfield. That play took a long time to develop, and you can't ask your offensive lineman to hold those blocks while folks are running around and not get upfield. Yep, ineligible receiver downfield. So I don't know if Sayre will take this. They'll refuse the penalty, and it'll set up a 4th and down and about 13. Goal to go. Emma Smith says go Tigers. Timeout going to be taken. Mangum going to talk about it. 3:53 left in the half. 14-all. Mangum and Sayre. It's a good one on Classic Hits 97.7.
Fresh flower arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of Darla Heatley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home. 4th down and goal, 13 yards for a touchdown. Mangum will not kick the football. Instead, they will go for it. Lavoie in the backfield with Warner. Aiden with time. Slip screen near side, gets a block. 5, headed for the end zone, and he's into the end zone. A great job there. First of all, the design of the play. Second of all, Martinez makes the catch on the run. Warner led him perfectly, caught it in stride, and give Braylon credit. He turned right to the end zone. No dancing, no prancing, just into the end zone for the score. So on 4th and goal from the 13, Mangum a pitch and catch for the score, and with 3:44 left in the half, they lead it 20-14. Pasquale on to try the extra point. Warner's hold is good. Kick is on its way. It is up, and it is good. So with 3:44 left in the first half of play, our second quarter being brought to us by First National Bank and Trust Company. Mangum on top, 21-14. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
So the big play capability continues tonight for Mangum as they get their third touchdown of the evening on a 4th and 13. 4th and goal from the 13. And they now lead it 21-14. 3:44 left in this first half of play. And again, we love the call, first of all. And we really love the effort that time by Martinez after he made the catch. Just planted that foot and went to the goal line. So Mangum on top now, 21-14. Let's see if that defense can hold this trip. That methodical road grader type offense that Sayre has employed here this evening. Pasquale to kick the football away into the wind, end over end here on the near side, and that one will, go out of bounds at about the 4. Looked like it was going to go for the corner of the end zone, but instead trickles out of bounds, and so Sayre will get a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Debbie Smith, Sherry Shepard-Kindle, Pam Simmons, all joining us, the trio, if you will. I'm talking about Linda Ronstadt, Dolly Parton, and Emmylou Harris. Although a rendition of Silver Threads and Golden Needles, they could probably handle it, those three. I've got After the Gold Rush by those three on my playlist. 1st and 10 now, Sayre at their own 35. Toss sweep, right side, hinders shot, patient, turns the corner, has the 40, cuts it back inside at the 45 and takes it all the way out to about the 48-yard line. And now penalty flags will fly late. We've got a couple of flags down, one back here at the 37-yard line and then one at about the 48-yard line. And one of the flags thrown by an official, and then he had to throw his hat. That's what you do. You call one penalty and you throw your flag, and then you got to start throwing other things. So you throw your hat. I don't know if you throw your hat and your flag. I don't know what you call after that. We got personal foul penalties against both ball clubs, and so they will offset, and we'll just go back and replay the down. So it looked like the one penalty happened early in the sequence, and then the one against Mangum on the tackle. Sayers was holding? Oh, okay. I thought he indicated personal foul. Well, it's time to see Dr. Geiger about a new set of glasses. Wow, that's frightening. Of course, the fact that I got up at on the road about 4:45 this morning. Maybe that has something to do with my eyesight. Hitter shot to the far side. Rogers giving chase, and a good job by Avery to keep that one from being a big play. Hitter shot will pick up about 3, but Rogers able to flatten down the line and make the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. BC has joined us. Brian Coleman. Hello, Brian. Good to have you alongside, partner. Altus Merchant softball player by way of El Dorado. And his son, we talked about, the quarterback for Walters, who is idle tonight. Walters will be here at the Liberty Bowl in 2 weeks for a district matchup. We look forward to seeing BC and the Blue Devils. Reverse here on the near side, looking for room, trying to turn the corner is Ricardio, and he will get out of bounds across the midfield stripe at about the 49-yard line. Some razzle-dazzle there as Sayre will move the sticks with 3:21 left here in this first half of play. Mangum lulled to sleep on that one. We have seen Hendershot go far side, far side, far side, and suddenly Ricardio comes near side with the football, and everybody's like, oh, that guy's got it. And run him out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 3:21 left in the first half. Mangum on top, 21-14. Go back to that bunch formation. Hendershot will get it right side. Pitter-patter picks up the first down and more. And a shirt tail tackle there, saving a touchdown. Hendershot was headed for the end zone and grabbing on for dear life and dragging him down from behind by his shirt tail was James Martin. But that's good enough for another first down all the way down to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 with 3:05 left in the half. Back in the day, Earl Campbell's jersey would have torn away. Hendershot again with the run. He'll be tracked down from behind, and again it's Martin with the traditional tackle, wrapping up the ankles and dragging him down from behind. But again, Hendershot gets to the edge and picks up 6. 2nd down and 4. 2:40 left in the first half of play. Sayre has had success offensively tonight. It's all been on the ground. And that tight formation has proved to be successful. I'll hand it off now to the tailback. And again, breaking tackles inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. Will be J.J. Beard, I believe, that time. 1st and 10. Hendershot gets it, turns it to the outside, and Hendershot inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line. As Sayre has gone hurry up here with 2:10 left in the half, down by a score, 21-14. 2nd down and 5. And Mangum defense a little bit gassed right now. Hendershot turns it inside, and he'll take it to the 11-yard line. Better job of tackling by the guys in the black shirts that time. And they'll take a timeout as well. Trey Williams in on that stop, and Jake Green there too. Timeout taken by Mangum. Minute 58 left in the half. Tigers leading 21-14, but Sayre on the doorstep. Classic Hits 97.7.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients. And this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Give you a game reset. Minute 58 left in the half. Mangum leading 21-14. Sayre has the football, 3rd down and 3. Toss sweep right side. Ricardio turns the corner, looks for the corner of the end zone. Did he get there? And they said he stepped out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. Boy, Ricardio is so quick. Well, we've seen Hendershot go out wide. He's more deliberate in his running, and Ricardio just simply turns that corner and jets out of there. So it'll be 1st and goal for Sayre, officially at about the 2.5-yard line. Minute 54 remaining, first half of play. 2 timeouts left in the half for both ball clubs. Johnston, long snap count. He'll hand it off to Hendershot, and he'll score from 2.5 away. And it's 21-20 with 1:49 left in the first half of play. B.R. Stover joining us just in time to see that 3-yard touchdown run from starting quarterback for Sayre, Ryan Johnston. And again, just like Rush Springs last week, there had been no attempt to kick an extra point by this group from Sayre. This is the 3rd touchdown of the night, 3rd time they're going for 2. Johnston hands it off to Hendershot, who's into the end zone for the score. And the 2-point conversion will make it a 22-21 lead for Sayre with 1:49 left in the first half of play. 22 on the board for the Eagles, 21 for Mangum. We'll come back. 1:49 left in the half on Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Ton of time left in the half for Mangum. They have scored quickly and from distance for the majority of the evening. 1:49 left in the half. They trail 22-21. Sayre, meantime, has been methodical, punishing, running the football on the ground. So far, the Tigers have not had a solution for that offense. Haley Gale Panetta has joined us. Hello, Haley Gale. Hope things are well in your world. And a cute little kiddo that we see all the time on Facebook is enjoying herself. She always seems to be. Warner fields at the 20. He'll turn around, hand the football off to Ashton. He'll dance at the 27, go to the 30, gets a block, takes it to the 35, and then blasts into a would-be tackler at the 37-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for Mangum with 1:41 left in the first half of play. Tigers down by a point, 22-21. So let's see what Sam Powers dials up here. Remember that last offensive play they ran, a screen pass on 4th and goal to goal from the 13-yard line. Worked to perfection. Aiden from the shotgun. He'll send Pride in motion on the near side. 3 wide receivers split out top. Looks to Ashton, makes the catch at the 40, and steps out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. A design play there to pick up positive yardage. Only took, 4 seconds off the clock. 1:37 left in the half. Got 7 on the play, 2nd down and 3. And you're going to get that much cushion out there on the edge. You're going to take that play time and again. Ashton, again, out there on the edge. Nobody picks him up. They'll pitch it to him quickly. And that time the throw a little bit low by Warner. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. 1:34 left in the half. May have been fortunate. I don't know that Ashton would have had the ability to get out of bounds if he makes that catch, because there's some defense there to try to turn him back. Got to pick up the 1st down here. Pride split out, and again, a cushion. Aiden will look his way. Now go back the other way. Throw it across the middle for Martinez. Ball hangs in the air just long enough to allow the defense to get there. Breaking up the pass was Zane Allen. And to bring up a 4th down at about 3. Sam Powers asking a question of the official. Gets his answer and sends in the play. So it looks like, with 1:29 left in the half, 4th and 3 at their own 43, closer to the 44, Mangum going to go for it. Warner, again, Pride in motion here on the near side. Aiden looking, left side, pass, caught, Martinez. He's got room to the 45, where it'll be 1st down for the Tigers inside Sayre territory. So a great job by Aiden to look off Pride here on the near side and go back and find a wide open Braylon Martinez for the first down. Clock running, a minute 15 left in the first half. Warner will send Pride in motion to the far side. He's got three wide receivers here on the near side. Low snap. Aiden will get it. Throw on the run. Catch through the hands of Reisner. Jackson trying to turn upfield without the football. Incomplete. And it's 1:07 left in the first half of play. Mangum trailing 22-21. Tigers look like they're trying to set up a hook and ladder. Don't be surprised if you don't see that here before the half comes to an end. Second down and 10. Warner going to roll near side with time. Still rolling, pump fake, and now going to take the ball himself and step out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They'll give him actually the 39. Great decision there by Aiden, as he'll pick up 6 on the play and bring up a third down and 4. 60 seconds left in the first half of play. And again, 2 timeouts remaining for Mangum, so plenty of time left in the half. Tigers have it first and 10 at the 39 of Sayre. Split out by himself here on the near side is Augustine. We've not seen, there's 5 free yards. Great patience there by Mangum on that offensive line to keep their position. And a couple of players from Sayre jumping. That'll give Mangum 5 yards down to the 34. But again, Augustine has been relatively quiet offensively tonight. He's here on the near side, and the defender is 15 yards off on him. And look Nate's way. Yeah, that's an easy play right there. Augustine down to the 25. I mean, I'm not a coach, and I haven't stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, but when you've got somebody as talented as Augustine playing out here all by himself, that's easy. That's 9 yards. Stopping the clock with 55 seconds left in the half, and a timeout going to be taken by Sayre. Mangum on the move. They trail by 1, 22-21. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team, because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Tigers have a second down and 1. 55 seconds left in the first half of play, trailing by 1. 22-21. Sayre used their second of 3 timeouts there. Pride in the backfield. Augustine out here on the near side. They got press coverage on him. They'll still go his way, and Nate can't hold on to the football. Got knocked out of bounds while he was juggling the ball. It'll bring up a third down and 1. Big hit there, delivered by Hunter Hanrahan. So third down and 1, 51 seconds left in the half. Mangum with 2 timeouts, so still all kinds of time as they have the ball on the 25-yard line of Sayre. And again, some press coverage here on the near side for Augustine. Got to overload over on the left. They'll run it to Pride. Ashton's got the first down and more. Bouncing off of tacklers inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. And with that, Sam Powers will exercise his second time out of the half. 45 seconds remaining in the stands at 22-21. Sayre by 1. Mangum on the move. Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers!
45 seconds left in the half. Mangum has it at the 19-yard line of Sayre. trying to retake the lead, trailing 22-21. One timeout remaining. Martinez going to go in motion. They'll fake the handoff to him. Aiden with time now pulls it down, dumps it near side. Pride with the catch, headed to the out-of-bounds marker, and he'll get there and about the 16-yard line. 37 seconds left in the half. Great awareness that time by Warner as he scanned the field. Nothing there. Thought about running and then had Pride there for an easy 4. And Ashton able to get out of bounds. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 16-yard line with 37 seconds left in the half. Warner going to roll far side. Got all kinds of time. Now going to tuck and run inside the 10 all the way down to the 7-yard line. And again, good decision-making by Aiden Warner. So the clock will stop momentarily while they set the chains. Now they'll wind it with 29 seconds left in the first half. And Aiden Warner will spike it with 25 seconds remaining. 2nd down and goal for the Tigers. And got it at about the 7-yard line. Go back to that play where Aiden decided to run the football, and a great job by Mangum to run everybody off on that weak side. And Warner saw that, so it's an easy yardage here for me. So second and goal, just outside the 7. Austin wants to throw, or Aiden rather wants to throw. Now a little pump fake, rolls right side, corner of the end zone. Pride is there for the catch, and the touchdown with 17 seconds left in the first half of play. And that's just a couple of kids that know one another oh so well. And that's what you do as a receiver. I mean, your quarterback is in scramble drill. You just go with him. Ashton squatted in that far corner of the end zone, and a great job of dumping the football right into his hands by Warner. And Mangum retakes the lead with 7 seconds left in the first half. And again, a high snap. Rolling out, Warner tries the 2-point conversion, up for grabs, and making the catch in traffic is Colby Earls for the 2-point conversion. How about that? So Mangum successful, makes it a 29-22 ball game with 17 seconds left in his first half of play. Boy, we have seen everything. Second quarter brought to us by First National Bank and Trust, and it's not over yet. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Something that we've not seen a whole lot of for the first 2.5 games is emotion from Mangum. They have been pretty even keel through the first 2.5 games, but boy, coming down the field after that nice drive to retake the lead, definitely some excitement there, led by Aiden Warner, and some great decision-making by Warner, some athleticism during the drive, and then a couple of good catches along the way. So Mangum on top, 29-22. 17 seconds left in the first half of play. Chad Fox with a kiss of death earlier. I'll just leave it right there. Sailing along. And then the kiss of slowness. All right, Pasquale to kick the football away. He's done a good job tonight. Let's see if we can keep this one in bounds here on the near side. He will boom it that way. Fielded by the up back of the 10. Has the 15, 20. Looks for a block 30. Still on his feet all the way out to the 37-yard line. Knifing in to make the play. And that's a big tackle there in space by Anthony Allen. Because if Allen doesn't make that play, there's a whole lot of room for Alex Yak here on the near side. Well, Sayre has been grind him up, and spit him out all night long. 12 seconds left in the first half of play. And if you're Mangum, you play deep center field and don't let anything get behind you. Let's see if Sayre tries to. Yeah, they'll go shotgun. That a little bit of a surprise, so they're not ready to go quietly into the half. From the shotgun formation, Johnston. And Johnston chased in the backfield. Now he hands it off. Coming near side, staying at home. Good job, Allen, as he'll chase out of bounds Camden Richardson. Great job there. So 3 seconds left in the half. And again, if you're Mangum, just simply keep everything in front of you. And yeah, you look out here, Aiden Warner all the way back at the, 38-yard line of Mangum. Sayre has the football at the 40. So this should be the last play of the first half. Mangum will get the ball to begin quarter number 3. They lead right now 29-22. And now Sayre going to go with that bunch formation and simply hand the ball off. Couple of handoffs. Ball knocked free. Lavoie makes the catch in midair, struggling to take it downfield, and he'll be tackled at the 25. Great play by Nick Lavoie. That ball, a little razzle, a little dazzle. They went with the flea and the flicker, and flicking the football away, Lavoie popped it up into his own hands. And he tried to take it to the house, got tackled at the 25, and with that, the first half will come to an end. And what a scintillating first half it was. And even more scintillating for me now, as I just got popped on the fanny by Coach Pride. I missed the pregame. I got it at halftime. Woo! If you heard me squeal a little bit, my apologies. Little deliverance moment there. At the half, 29-22, Mangum on top. Here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
At the half, Mangum on top, 29-22, and what has been a veritable slugfest here this evening. Both teams really getting after it. It's been a fun game, and want to say hi to, we always like it when folks from the opposing school check in with us. Kenny Carter has done that. Kenny, good to have you alongside. Kenny says, let's go Sayre. So, as we mentioned, a good one at the half. Mangum on top, 29-22, and Tigers taking advantage of big plays throughout, and meantime, Sayre taking advantage of the ability to run the football and run it effectively, trailing 29-22 at the intermission. Our halftime, by the way, is brought to us by Cattleman's Bank. Going to have Cattleman's Bank here this evening. And, Chad, I think we'll do our best to bring some of the band to you at halftime here as Mangum leads 29-22. Want to remind you that we've got softball coming up on Monday night over at Hobart, as Hobart and Mangum will play in the regular season finale for both ball clubs. Let's take you to midfield now and the Mangum band.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Valerie Dreyer, nice to meet you earlier as well. And Sherry Shepard, Kendall, you're right. Mangum Band doing a great job at halftime, where the Tigers lead it on the field 29-22. Homecoming game 2022 here in Mangum at the Liberty Bowl. And she hits home runs. She throws people out at home plate. Sells popcorn at halftime, is a cheerleader. And now is the 2022 Mangum High School Homecoming Queen. We're talking about Lauren York. Lauren, congratulations to you, young lady.
Thank you.
So how does it work, the Queen candidacy for homecoming at Mangum High School?
Well, usually the football boys will vote for girls to be the candidates, but this year I think the coaches did.
Okay.
And they'll just vote for the girls and the boys, and then Be Live will pass out papers throughout the high school, and they'll vote on who they think the girl should be and the guy, and then he'll count up the votes.
So who's Be Live?
Brian Lively.
So I asked that question on purpose. Did he give himself that nickname, or did somebody else anoint him with that?
I think he just got the nickname.
Knowing Brian, he probably gave it to himself, right? Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be Live's got jokes.
Well, congratulations to you. Was it something that you were anticipating, you expected? What's the story there?
I didn't expect it at all. I was so nervous.
Really?
And I was like, I don't think I'm going to win. One of these other girls deserve it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, blown away when I heard my name.
Well, first of all, it's worth mentioning who the other two candidates were, so I'm going to let you do that.
The other two were Angelica Frenzen and Alyssa Dreyer.
Okay.
And they definitely deserved it as much as I did. And they looked beautiful tonight, so I just wanted to.
All three of you did look gorgeous.
Yes,
You're right. And it's
thank
always
you.
one of those great juxtapositions. You ladies looked outstanding. The guys are out there in their football uniforms.
And they're all sweaty from warm-ups.
Exactly. So you said a second ago that you were nervous. Tell me about that.
I think I was more nervous about walking in front of everybody instead of who won, because I was scared I was going to fall and trip and embarrass myself.
So it's easier to be in a softball or basketball uniform than it is to be in a formal dress and shoes out on a football field.
I'd rather be in a softball uniform, sliding all over the dirt.
Yeah. Oh, tell us about that. The process of getting a dress. That's got to be a difficult process.
Yes, we found out like the Friday before homecoming week. So we were all stressed, like going different places to find dresses, and we tried on about 15 dresses each and just came up with a dress.
So did the three of you do that together? Did you go dress shopping together?
No, I think we all went separate.
Oh, okay. All right. So who helped you select yours?
My mom.
Of course. She had final say.
Yes.
No, this is showing a little bit too much of my daughter, and we're going to wear this, right? Did you get some of that?
No, she was like, this one's really pretty. Da, 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 da. I was like, I really like the feathers. And she's like, let's just get it. I was like, okay, because I didn't want to look any longer.
First of all, I love the impression that you did of your mother. Do you do that to her face, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And then second of all, I like your admission that you're finished shopping. Let's get a dress and go.
Almost done.
All right. So we mentioned that you play softball. And of course, everybody knows that. Tell me a little bit about the Lady Tigers playing in a tournament this weekend up at Sayre, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Well, we played Thomas yesterday.
Yesterday. Uh-huh.
And we were struggling to hit a little bit, but our defense was unstoppable.
Okay.
But we just need to get our bats going and defense going at the same time, and I think we'll be the same team we were when we played Hobart the first time.
You mentioned Hobart. That will be the opponent on Monday, and of course, there's all sorts of storylines to go along with that. You played Hobart, by the way, last weekend in the tournament, right?
Yes.
And Richard Carney's club got you guys, right? So this is the third meeting of the year.
Yep.
Last game of the regular season for both ball clubs. You're playing at their place.
Yes.
And oh, by the way, the winner gets third place in the district. The loser has to play by districts.
Yes.
The play-in, if you will. So other than that, there's not a whole lot to that ball game on Monday night, is it? Yeah, it's just another home ball game, right? Yeah, we all know better than that. What about, and I know you guys were really hyped up. It had been circled on your calendar since the schedule came out, that ball game a couple of weeks ago at Mangum, and then you play them in that tournament last weekend. What's the difference going to their place and playing? How do you approach it differently as a ball club?
I think we don't need to expect as many fans to keep our energy up, but to keep our own energy up, because that's what we struggle with, and then we all just get down. Like one person gets down, and then we all start following that person. But we just need to stay up and just play.
And a very astute observation on your part, because if I remember correctly that night that you were playing Hobart, there was a time in that ball game, even though you won it 5-1, the club did start getting down, and suddenly a positive play occurred, and the football guys kind of jacked you up a little bit, and it was a turning of the tide. So how do you do that without that assistance, without that help?
We usually will just start like chants or something, but I definitely think the football team is our biggest support system.
Okay.
So we just need to keep ourselves up and just go from there.
All right. And I know that you talked about this before, that your love of the Carneys and Josie and all of them down the line. But when you go out there on the field, you turn that off. How do you flip that switch?
I kind of just put it to the side, forget I even know them, forget about the relationship I have with them, and I just play softball. And then after, it's all friends, all love again.
Okay. All right. You know, one of the things that over the years, and not really up close so much, but from a distance, you and Jaden always reminded me of one another.
Yes.
And so I'm not the only one, right?
We always used to call each other like twin.
Okay.
Yeah, we always used to do the same stuff.
I thought that was maybe me. And there were times, obviously, when you guys were playing on the same team, I would get the two of you mixed up, you know. So that's kind of a pretty big compliment to the both of you.
Yes.
All right. So we've got the big dance coming up tonight. Are you going?
Yes.
Do you have a date?
Yes.
All right. Who's your date?
Ashton Wetzel.
Okay. All right. Does he know this?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to check and make sure that he was aware of this. You're a strong, independent woman. I thought maybe you just made that decision on Ashton's basis. So, what's the fun song? What's the hot song? What are we going to get into tonight?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I know if they play She's Buff, I'll dance to it.
So that's kind of your theme song, She's
Yes.
Buff? Okay. All right. You like any of the old songs?
I don't really listen to old songs.
Hurt my feelings some more. So the reason I say that, I have seen some young people that can dance the lights out to Footloose.
Yes, I love Footloose.
And that's why I mentioned that, because the night of the Tiger Bash, you were out there getting after it pretty good to Footloose.
Yeah.
Honey, that's an old song. 1983. This just in. Okay?
I think I just like the dance.
Okay. All right. Well, you are always a delight. We enjoy you immensely, and we look forward to Monday night. We will be there. First pitch at 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mangum and Hobart. Of course, you're going to play tomorrow. I don't want to forget about that. You do play Hollis tomorrow at
Sayre.
But what time?
11:20.
11:20. All right. Very good. She's always a delight. We have loved watching her for all this time, and we're going to miss you when you're gone. But there's still plenty of this year left, so we won't get too jacked up about it right now. Oh, by the way, this just in. Coach Mangum is telling me to tell you, you need to be home tonight by midnight, okay? This is not Mom and I'm showing you the text, be home by midnight, okay? So there you go.
Coach Bingham, you're a party pooper. What if I get my party on and then I'm hyped for the game tomorrow? You never know.
And really, 11 o'clock, and that's late in the day for you, right? Yeah? Okay. All right. Sweetheart, thank you. As I said, we appreciate you, and I have to be honest with you. I've said this before about you. You look for ways to compliment and encourage young people all the time, especially when you do what I do for a living. And the best compliment I can tell you is you are more than welcome in my home anytime.
Thank you.
All right. Lauren York, thank you so much. By the way, Sherry Shepard-Kendall says, school her on the old stuff. Oh, I could. Lauren, thank you so much, babe. And we want to say hello to Denise Dillahunty-Webb. Denise, love you and the family, and appreciate you joining us here this evening. Coach, I've done all I can when it comes to getting her home. The rest is up to you, bud. At the half, got a great football game. At the half, 20 9 for Mangum, 22 for Hobart. Second half coming up. Stick and stay. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh flower arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of Darla Heatley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Welcome back to the Liberty Bowl. Getting ready for the second half of play. Halftime been brought to you by Cattleman's Bank. And Chad Fox, ever keeping me on my toes, apparently at some point during one of my dissertations, I said Mangum was Hobart. You know, there you go.
It's all right. Yeah, you said, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does. I mean, you know, accuracy is something. I'm not sure what, but it. Not that I've ever been guilty of it or anything, but that's beside the point.
What do you think about OU Nebraska?
I think Mickey Joseph is going to have the team play really well. That's what I think.
I do too.
I think the Sooners cannot be lulled to sleep tomorrow.
No, that's going to be a hornet's nest. They're going to be jacked. So yeah, that'll be, and then like you mentioned, Oklahoma State and Pine Bluff. Then I think OSU plays Baylor. Maybe the week after that.
Probably sounds about right, yeah.
K-State comes in. They're going to unveil the Selman brothers statue when K-State comes to town. Leroy passed away in 2011, but Dewey and Lucius will be there, and that'll be good too.
You know, and again, being a young man who grew up in Missouri, and you know, the Missouri Tigers occasionally would come up big against Nebraska or come up big against Oklahoma in the Big Eight. Back in the days, it was Big Eight. Always loved the ball games between Oklahoma and Nebraska the day after Thanksgiving. That was just fantastic. And
that was
sorry that magic is now gone.
Yeah, and with every game available online or a stream or TV, it's different. Yeah, back then maybe you catch a game or two over the weekend, and that was that was the game. But anyway, that hopefully Nebraska gets back to some kind of winning ways in their future.
Well, and you know, they thought they had the panacea in Scott Frost. And, you know, it's amazing how he did so well at UCF and just fell on his face. And you wonder if it was just too much pressure at Nebraska.
Maybe so. It just, there's probably a lot of factors we're unaware of. But, and then Heupel, after Scott at UCF, goes to Tennessee and is doing well. So
yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah. It's they're just occasional Nick Sabans. Not everybody fits into that category.
Everybody's waiting for him to go to the lake.
You know, and we talk about music all the time. You know what his favorite song is? What he listens to?
I do not. No.
"Give Me Shelter."
Oh, Stones. Okay.
Yeah. He and his wife listen to that on the car ride home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Counting their money.
Wow. You've got to admit his commercials with Deion Sanders are pretty darn good.
They are good.
And speaking of commercials, I've got to tip my cap to Reggie Bush.
Yep.
The commercial with the new Wendy's hamburger, whatever it is, spoofing the Heisman Trophy being taken away from him.
Yep.
Give Bush credit.
Yeah, you have to. You just have to have some humility and laugh about it because it just it happened.
I'm so and again, I've not really been a Baker Mayfield fan just because of his antics when he played at OU. But I loved his commercials, and the fact that he doesn't play for Cleveland anymore, we don't get those progressive commercials all weekend long. That is disappointing.
He needs to concentrate on throwing a pass, probably.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see a lot of Patrick Mahomes, but for good reason. All right, Sayre set to kick it off here in this third quarter play, brought to you by our good friends at 333 Dental. That one on the ground, picked up by Allen. He's got the 35, 36, and 37-yard line. Good job by Anthony. Little ground ball that he scooped up, bobbled it first, but got it back and picked up positive yardage. So Mangum going to get good field position with 11:56 left in the third, leading by 7, 29-22. I had every intention of watching that entire game last night between the Chargers and the Chiefs, but knowing I was leaving Altus at 4:45 this morning after the pick six, 99 yards, I shut it down and was night-night and wasn't surprised by the final score. Here's Augustine in the flat with a catch and a move. 45-50, 45-40, down the near sideline and finally stepping out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Nathan Augustine, the catch, the move, and the sprint down the near sideline. You know, we were talking earlier this afternoon to Nathan Pennypacker, and we were talking about how Augustine has changed himself. He was a lineman. Now he's a wide receiver that can run like a deer. Great pitch and catch there. Great field position now for Mangum. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 27 of Sayre. Clock stopped, 11:45 left here in the third. Warner going to hand it off. Nope, throws out in the flat. Catch is made. Not a lot of room there for Kobe Earls. Earls will get a couple on the play, take it down to about the 25. And we'll give him 3. 2nd down and 7. Pretty good coverage out on the edge that time by the Eagles. Mangum not shy about throwing the football. I mean, we have watched all night long this group from Sayre that has almost exclusively ran the football. Mangum throwing it all over the field. Split out here on the near side is the wide receiver Martinez. They're going to run it instead. Look at Hoppengardner outfield downfield blocking there for Ashton Pride as Pride will take it to the 21-yard line. Boy, you love it when the big uglies are 20 yards downfield popping defensive backs. Hoppengardner did it there. I was a DB. I didn't like it with those guys that had 5 or 6 as their first number were running at me. They were snorting and had stuff coming out all over the place, and I knew they were going to hurt me. Inside handoff here, and that'll go to Rogers and Avery. Inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. We have seen that play a couple of other times. One run successfully, one was fumbled. That one ran successfully. Do what?
We just had a camera take a nose dive. Sorry about that, everybody.
Well, I hope they're not suffering from
seasickness.
Yeah. Here's Pride up the middle. Ashton takes it inside the 5, still on his feet, down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. I was thinking maybe along the lines of vertigo.
Yeah, there's that.
Well, again, that the legs of that camera.
Well,
I mean, that's
we're having to anyway.
That's Mr. Roboto right there. Every time I look at that, I'm looking for that stick song to break out.
Deal with a few issues here tonight, but
Speaking of issues, one of the Sayre players has it. Mason Ricadio has to go to the sidelines. Something wrong with his helmet. 2nd down and goal now for the Tigers from the 3. They lead 29-22. Try to add to that. You're right, it did go down for the count, didn't it? Up the middle, ball came loose momentarily, but into the end zone for the score from 3 yards away on the touchdown carry, Ashton Pride. And with 9:47 left here in the 3rd, Mangum has extended the lead to 35-22. Ken and Pam Silk checking in tonight from UConn. Hi, guys. Good to have you alongside. On to try the extra point. Pasquetta, kick is up, and it is true and good. So with 9:47 left in the 3rd, brought to you by 333 Dental. Mangum on top, 36-22 from the Liberty Bowl. We are Classic Hits, 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Great statement by Mangum coming out of the locker room, 3rd quarter play. They take the football and drive the length of the field and lead it by 14, 36-22. 9:47 left here in the 3rd period of play. Let's see if they can make some adjustments at halftime on that defense, trying to slow down that running game. He had Tunde with a kick near side, fielded at the 11, 15, 20, 25, and out to about the 29-yard line. Submarine tackle made there by Anthony Allen. And we're not talking about yellow submarine. Lori Lyle Bagley says, way to go, Ashton Pride, and indeed. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They've got it at their own 30-yard line. 9:42 left here in the 3rd, and they trail 36-22. They have been methodical in their approach. Mangum has been big play over the top all night long. Toss sweep, right side. Hendershot tries to turn the corner. He'll get tackled from behind by Nate Augustine. Good job by Augustine to chase. Ashton Pride there to clean up as well, but a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. And there is not, well, they gave him 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. There's nothing mysterious about what Sayre's doing here tonight. I mean, they have gone to the same play time and again. 2nd down and 7. Hand it off here to Hendershot up the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, takes it across the 40 to the 45, and Anthony Allen, a touchdown-saving tackle there. And Allen does a good job of going down and wrapping up down low. Otherwise, Hendershot is off to the races. Terry Williams is watching. Hello, Terry. Good to have you alongside. 8:55 left here in the 3rd, brought to you by 333 Dental. By the way, Sayre traveling well here this evening. Good crowd across the way. Hendershot, little toss, and he'll take it near the 50-yard line. Earl's in on the stop for Mangum, getting off the bottom of the pile, Rogers. But again, positive yards, nearly 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. We'll call it a long 5, short 6. Alexis Brooke Allen, proud, and indeed so. So 2nd down and 6. Quick count. I'll hand it off to the diminutive tailback who will push the pile down to about the 47-yard line. I got to tell you what, he's got a low center of gravity. He, and by the way, is the tailback Devin Moser. And Moser, again, just gets in behind the big fellas and pushes and pushes and pushes and picks up positive yardage. He'll get 3 on that play, and it brings up a 3rd down and 2. Ball setting at the 47-yard line. 7:45 left in the third. Mangum by 14. Quick snap, Hendershot, first down and more as he gets to that second level. Takes it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Ashton Pride, another tackle. In on the stop as well, Braylon Martinez, who, by the way, is the homecoming king. He crowned the running back that time, and not before first down is picked up. See what I did there? Crowned. Thank you. I love when I have to explain my jokes. 1st and 10 from the 40. Sayre again on the move. They have been able to push the ball up the field all evening long. Little inside toss here, and weaving his way down to about the 45-yard line will be the young man who had trouble with his helmet a moment ago, Riccado, we'll call him Riccado, but he'll pick up 5 on the play. Take it to the 35.5-yard line. The only thing about this sort of drive that works in the favor of Mangum, it does take time off the clock. I mean, they scored in about 2.5 minutes, down to 6:40 left here in the third. Good job that time. Nate Augustine stayed right at home and made the tackle. Green there to finish it off, but that was Augustine staying at home as they went with the reverse handoff to Camden Richardson, and Richardson got whacked as he got to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down at about 5. Line to make between the 30 and 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage about the 36. I'll hand it off to Hendershot, and Hendershot breaking tackles, pushing the pile, and he'll pick up the first down to the 30. So Hendershot got hit back about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and he just simply bounced off tacklers and picked up the first down. So they move the sticks with 5:55 left in the third. Down to the 30-yard line will Sayre go of Mangum, trailing by 14, 36-22. First 10, Hendershot again, just pitter-pattering with the feet and pushing forward. He'll get 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. I was laughing because David Henry says, "Hey, let's go, D. That's not your girlfriend you're dancing with." Oh, no chaperones here. You don't have to have arm's length in between bodies. Put a hat on somebody is the idea. And that dancing is a whole lot more fun when you win. 5:10 left in the third, 36-22. 2nd down and a long 5, short 6 for Sayre. And deep handoff here, trying to turn the corner, looking for space. That's Richardson, and he won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, a great job out on the edge by the Tiger defense. That time, it was James Martin. Anthony Allen was there as well, but Martin really turned that play back inside, and it sets up a 3rd down and about 5.5. Line to make just outside the 20. Timeout going to be taken by the Eagles. 4:30 left here in the third. Mangum 36, Sayre 22. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Well, one of our favorite segments on Saturday mornings during game day, aside from Lee Corso, is you had one job. And a full minute right off the clock during that timeout before somebody realized it. They put it back to 4:25, and out of the timeout, Sayre will run the football over the right side inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. And that'll set up a 4th down now and about 3 for the Eagles. By the way, speaking of which, boy, I know he gets paid a lot more money than I do, and he's much better at it, but Kirk Herbstreit working his tail off. NFL Prime last night. He'll be on the Countdown Show Saturday morning and then fly to a ball game Saturday night for ABC. 4th down here. Hendershot on the toss sweep. Student body right, and he'll get the 1st down. Hendershot beating Mangum to the corner. Good open field tackle there by Mangum's Braylon Martinez. But again, Hendershot will get the 1st down. So 1st and 10, they move the 6 now. 3:40 left here in the 3rd. And the ball sets at the 19-yard line. Mark down that at 4:25 of the 3rd quarter play, Sayre took that first time out of the half. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them late in the ball game. This one has all the trappings of going down to the wire, kind of like what we saw last week. Hendershot again on that right side. He'll take it inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line. And again, making tackles from behind. It was Martin Reisner there as well. But when it's your guys in the defensive secondary that are chasing and tackling from behind, it's not what you're looking for as the defensive coordinator. Now we got a stoppage of play. It's like somebody may be suffering cramps down there. Timeout taken here. 3:02 left in the 3rd. Brought to you by 333 Dental. Sayre on the move, trailing 36-22 at the Liberty Bowl. Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Nathan Augustine with the Herman Munster walk to the sidelines as he's suffered the cramp. And I broke several bones in my life. I would rather have a broken bone, I think, than a cramp. I mean, cramps do eventually go away. My gosh, they hurt. So they're stretching Augustine out here on the sideline. 2nd down and 6. Hendershot going to cut it back inside where Augustine was, and he'll take it down near the 10, just shy of a 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and short now for Sayre. B.R. Stover has joined us. Hello, Barbara. 2:50 left here, 3rd quarter of play. Mangum leading 36-22. They took their possession, went the length of the field, and scored in about 3 minutes. Sayre has had the football since. We're down to 2:30 left in the 3rd. So each team one possession in this quarter. Inside handoff, little juke move, and ball came loose and on the ground. Yeah, that's not a fumble. Ball came loose as the running back stretched for the end zone. Losing the football as he hit the ground was Camden Richardson. Richardson actually was down at about the 2.5-yard line and was doing a little bit of an army crawl to get to the end zone and that attempted dive. It'll be 1st and goal from, we'll call it the 2, for Sayre. 2:05 left in the 3rd. The Eagles trying to cut into that 36-22 deficit, and they will pick up a penalty here. An illegal procedure, the call, and golly, we got first and goal from the 2-yard line. That's the last thing you want, trailing by 14. So mark it off 5 yards and bring it back to the 7. It'll be first and goal from there. Remember, Mangum in the first half of play had a first and goal situation that turned into fourth and goal from the 13, and they scored on a screen pass to, at the time, retake the lead. So the penalty stops the clock with 2 minutes left here in the third. And again, a tight formation that we have seen all night long from the Eagles. They'll go to Hendershot, who tries to turn the corner, does, looks for the end zone, dives. Did he get there? And he did. Touchdown, Hendershot. Mangum stretched it out as far as they could. Hendershot too quick to the corner, and he gets into the end zone and cuts into the Mangum lead. It's now 36-28. Again, it'll be a 2-point opportunity for the Eagles. Just the opposite, and if you've never seen a Texas six-man football game, you get the opportunity sometimes to go down to Northside and watch a game. You should. If you kick it, you get more points in six-man. 2-point opportunity here. Hendershot gets inside, and he'll get it standing up. Nobody touched him. So with 1:52 left in the third, the lead is cut. 36 on the board for Mangum, 30 for Sayre. You and I come back to the Liberty Bowl after this timeout. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
My sharp-eyed friend Toonie Lucas Lively, and I did not see this, Toonie, so thank you for pointing it out. Talking about the sportsmanship from the Sayre coaching staff helping out injured Mangum player. That does speak well, so tip of the cap to the Sayre folks. And Toonie, thanks for pointing that out. You know, the OSSA kind of laid the law down this year when it comes to unsportsmanlike behavior by fans and coaches and players and everybody involved. And I know it's only 4 weeks into the season, but really haven't heard of anything going on around the state of Oklahoma when it comes to that sort of behavior. And last year was just, it was ridiculous. Not just on the football field, basketball games. And so maybe that is paying off a little bit. Short kick. Warner will turn, hand it off to Martinez, and he'll get across the 30, break a tackle, still on his feet, and finally brought down at about the 35-yard line. Good hard running there by Braylon Martinez. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and he actually got it to the 35. 1st and 10 from the 35 with 1:45 left here in this third quarter of play. It's being brought to you by 333 Dental. By the way, we're looking for number 8 out there. Remember, Nathan Augustine had cramps and had to be helped off the field. And Tony was talking about the sportsmanship there. Trying to locate him. 1st and 10, Warner going to change the play now. With 1:45 left in the third quarter play. Augustine, by the way, back in there. And he throws a block for Rogers. Avery across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. So that's how to tell your opponent you're back. You don't make a catch. You come back and make a kick-out block so the running back can pick up about 6. Great job there. 2nd down and 6. By the way, are they cooking hot dogs somewhere nearby? I mean, yes. I don't know, you folks at home are smelling that. But I've been smelling hot dogs all evening long. Smell good. Warner with time, now flush from the pocket. He'll scramble, throw, little pop pass, and should be interference, and it will be. Great job by Warner to escape the rush, got to the outside, threw against his body. A pass that was short, but again, by design, trying to come back and get it, Jackson Reisner. And the defender, who was not watching the football, ran right into Reisner before the ball ever got there. That's an easy call for the official. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers as they'll have it inside Sayre territory now at about the 44-yard line. Minute 9 left here in the third. We have seen that a couple of times where Aiden has thrown a ball short intentionally, allowed the receiver to come back. It resulted in a big play earlier, and here it was a big play as well as pass interference. And if memory serves me correct, this will be the first penalty of the night against Mangum, first called penalty. We had a situation where we had offsetting penalties, but this will be a 5-yard mark-off against the Tigers. If it's not the first, it's just the second. So penalties honestly plaguing Mangum in the first 2 ball games, and they have cleaned things up here in game number 3. You would expect that. So 1st down and 15 at the 49. They'll hand it off to Ashton. Jet sweep right side, cuts it back inside the 45 and falls forward to about the 44-yard line. Shoestring tackle there by Mason Raccadio. 2nd down and 9. So Pride able to get all 5 of the penalty yards back, plus 1. 2nd down and 9. Again, they'll go to Ashton, right side. Hoppin Gardner out in front, leads the block, 35. Down to the 30-yard line will go Ashton Pride. Hoppin Gardner leading the way down the field. Also, one of the big uglies down there making a great block was Trey Williams. And I kid about Tommy Pride patting me on the butt. Ashton got to go pat the big fellas on the butt after those blocks. Great job on the right side there. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line of Sayre. Final seconds of quarter number 3. Nick Lavoie straight ahead. Lavoie running hard, and then he'll get belted at about the 22-yard line. But Lavoie gets 7, and they'll give him 8 on the carry. 2nd down and 2. And Nick just a good old straight-ahead runner. He'll just come right at you. Lavoie gets the handoff again, bounces it to the outside, cuts it inside the 20, down to the 15. But this one is going to come back. We're going to get a hold or a block in the back called against Mangum. And it was one of those that probably didn't need to happen because Nick had already gone by the point of attack where the penalty occurred and had 1st down yardage. But this one will come back. It's a spot foul. They picked up the flag at about the 21. And actually, it was the 22, so mark it back to the 32. And now the 33. With 3 seconds left in the third, this will be the final play of the quarter. Brought to you by 333 Dental. How symmetrical is that, huh? 36-30, Mangum on top. Third quarter about to come to an end. They have the football at the 33-yard line of Sayre. 3 seconds left. Warner going to hand it off to Lavoie. Nick cuts it up inside and will weave his way down to about the 27-yard line. Raccadio with the tackle, and the quarter will come to an end. Then brought to you by 333 Dental. Mangum, 12 minutes left of the ball game, leading by a half dozen. They've got 36. Sayre's got 30. Come on back to a scintillating fourth quarter on Classic Hits 97.7.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Give you a game reset as we head to the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Cattlemen's Bank. Mangum on top by half a dozen, 36-30. We're at the Liberty Bowl. Homecoming 2023. Lauren York, the homecoming queen, and Braylon Martinez, the homecoming king. And Mangum trying to crown Sayre in the final non-district ball game of the year for both clubs. Tigers have it. 3rd down and about 6. Pride up the middle, weaving his way through traffic. He'll get knocked down at about the 22. short of a first down by about 1.5 yards. And if you're Sam Powers, you are no doubt going to go for it here. So 4th down and a little more than 1 yard. The line to make is the 20. The ball setting just outside the 21 of Sayre. Aiden, long snap count, trying to get Sayre to jump off sides. Now they'll change the play. Pride in the backfield. Wide receivers, Reisner and Martinez here on the near side. They've got Rogers in the slot, and they'll go to Pride. Ashton with the first down. Moore gets a block on the corner, has the 15, and is spun down at about the 12-yard line. First down carry for Ashton Pride. And what a great block out there on the edge by Jackson Reisner. Oh, let me tell you about my good buddy Jackson Reisner, who made the block. Pride, patient, turning that corner, looking for that block, and picking up the first down at about the 13. 1st and 10 for Mangum. Minute gone by here in the 4th, brought to you by Cattleman's Bank. Lavoie out in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Nick. He'll go right side off the back of one of his big linemen and take it inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. Good job by Lavoie. And a good decision there. We talk about how he likes to just get it and run up the field, but that time he was patient and let Trey Williams set up the block and took it down to the 7. It'll be 2nd down from there. Mangum can get a first down at about the 1. In the backfield, Lavoie. They'll hand it off to him left side this time. Nope, it's kept. Good sleight of hand there between Austin Warner. He'll go to Nate Augustine, and Augustine refusing to go down. A little do-si-do as he is spun around and finally dropped at about the 2-yard line. And again, Nate may be suffering from cramps as he will hobble to the sidelines. But a great job, first of all, on the sleight of hand. Thought Lavoie had the football. A little naked boot out here on the near side. And Aiden Warner found Augustine for positive yardage. 1st and goal now from just inside the 3. Lavoie with the handoff. Up the middle, and Nick pushing the piles. Does he get into the end zone? We're waiting for the call. Touchdown, Nick Lavoie. Boy, Lavoie refused to give up and kept pushing, and the lineman kept pushing. And credit Caden Rep. Caden in the middle of the field, mauling his man. Lavoie got on his backside, helped him into the end zone. I'm talking about Rep, the offensive lineman. And Nick followed him there, and it's 42-30 with the extra point on the way. Again, a low snap. Fire drill here. Ball up for grabs and incomplete. Getting tangled up at the end of the play there was Aiden Warner, and his opposite number, literally, Camden Richardson. 10:03 left of the ball game. Mangum by a dozen, 42-30. Come on back to the Liberty Bowl. It's a pit bull machine type game on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
You know, we've talked all night long about the big play strength capability of this group from Mangum, but that drive, that's just good old-fashioned football. We're going to come at you. We're going to look at you across the line, and we're going to punch you in the mouth. Let's see how you react. And that was just a bully drive there by Mangum. Great drive, and giving them a 2-score lead with 10:03 left of the ball game. This is. I mean, if you like scoring, you're going to like this Mangum football team. 39 in the first game, 35 last week, 42, and we still got 10 minutes left of the ball game. Pasquale to kick the ball away. One-step kick. fielded at the 8 to the 10, 15, 20, 25, look out, crease, 30, 35, across the 40, still on his feet now to the 45-yard line. A great return there by Camden Richardson. He'll give his club great field position with 9:53 left in the ball game. Fourth quarter brought to us by Cattleman's Bank. David Henry, Terry Williams, Pamela Silk all enjoying that last drive. Paula Little Powers as well. And our camera's having cramps. The legs on our camera's having cramps, and that's why that picture goes away everywhere. It's like a fainting goat every once in a while. So 1st and 10 from the 45. Hendershot here on the near side, across the midfield stripe, inside Mangum territory, all the way down to the 49. And again, Anthony Allen got to make the play along with James Martin from the secondary. And we've talked about it. You like the fact that your secondary guys are stepping up and making the tackles, but yikes, when they're 7 yards downfield, that doesn't please you too well. 9:25 and running. The band plays on. We're enjoying them. I missed them so much last week, being underneath us as we call the game. Toss sweep right side, and that is the tailback, Richardson. He'll break a tackle on the edge and take it inside the 40 down to about the 35-yard line, where he's knocked out of bounds by Martinez, but not before he picks up a first down. And again, that was good patience by Camden Richardson. It looked like he was going to be bottled up, and he just simply waited for the defense to get turned back to the inside, then bolted down that far sideline all the way to the Mangum 36. 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth. 12-point lead for Mangum. It's Sayre again on the move. I'll toss it to the tailback, and he is not as strong, he being Hunter Hanrahan. Hanrahan in there giving a spell to the bigger and stronger Aiden Hendershot. He got tackled after yard gain, going to go to the sideline. Hendershot will come back in, I believe. Tackle turned in by a pair of Tigers. Trey Williams there. Got some help as well from Jake Green. 2nd down and 9. Hendershot is back in there. They'll give him the football, and he'll pitter and patter inside the 35 down to about the 33-yard line, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Nate Augustine in on this time. Allen there again, but this time he's 2 yards down the field, not 7 yards down the field. Ashton Pride and Lavoie over there helping out as well. 3rd down and about 7. Hendershot tosses to him near side, tries to get to the edge. Great job by Allen that time to stretch it out and make the play at the 30-yard line. Anthony fought off the block as he and Devin Moser were battling one another on the near side and made the tackle right at the 30, so that'll set up a 4th down and 4. 7:35 left of the ball game. Brad Gilbert likes the fact that we've got a fainting goat for a camera.
Oh, Bradley.
Oh, we scare our camera, it just falls over. Toss sweep, chasing from behind and making the play will be Nate Augustine. Richardson thought he was going to get to the edge, and Augustine said, "Cramps be darned, I'm going to come get you from behind." So a great tackle there in the open field will turn the ball over to Mangum. I'll tell you what, we have seen Richardson, and in fact during this drive, same exact play, able to turn it up as it got stretched out, but not that time. Nate determined, flattened out, ran right down the line, and able to tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So Mangum will get it 1st and 10 at their own 31.5. Boy, split out here all by himself is Reisner. They're 10 yards off of him. Wow. And look his way, but hands it off to Lavoie. Nick Brecken tackles, has the 40, still on his feet, rumbling, bubbling, stumbling, and blasting over people for a 1st down carry all the way out to the 44-yard line. And I love I love the thunder and lightning that we have here for tailbacks with Mangum. You've got Pride, who is patient, looks for his hole. He'll pitter-patter a little bit. But Lavoie, for the most part, he just pins his ears back and runs, and it is a great change of pace. Both of them great running backs, and it makes it difficult on the defense. So first down out to the 43. Fresh set of downs from Mangum. We go back to Nick Lavoie again, right up the middle of the field, across the midfield stripe, and he'll take it down to the 47-yard line of Sayre. That'll be good enough for another first down carry. Boy, if you can average 10 yards a carry, you'll make some hay. That's what Lavoie has done on the last 2 carries. So Mangum all the way down to the 40, we'll call it the 46-yard line of Sayre. 6:25 left of the ball game. Tigers on top by a dozen, trying to make it a 3-score game here and put this one out of reach. Keep it on the ground. That's Pride back in there. Ashton weaves his way through traffic. He'll take it inside the 40 down to the 39. Did not like the way he was handled at the end of the play. Bounced up with a little bit of veracity about him, but walked away from it. It'll be second down. Mason Riccatio looking at Ashton like, what'd I do? Second down, we'll call it a yard and a half. Ball at about the 37 and a half. Tick, 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 tick. 5:45 left of the ball game. Barnes blasting into the table here in the broadcast booth. On the ground they go. That's Ashton. He'll weave and bob and get inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. And those big uglies up front right now, they are getting it done for Mangum. They're just simply laying their hats on the guys across from them and letting them have it. Love it. Give credit too to the wide receivers as they are stock blocking downfield. So Mangum first and 10 now, giving Sayre a little bit of their own medicine with that run game. They've got it first and 10 at the Eagle 27. Clock running. 5:14 left of the ball game. Lavoie back in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Nick. He'll go right side and cut it in at the 25, get tackled at the 24. It'll be second down from there. Lavoie protecting the football as well late in the ball game. Alex Yak with the stop. And don't forget, we'll be on the road next Friday night over at Apache for the district opener for both ball clubs. That game kicks at 7. And Apache, always a tough place to play. I know it's kind of a rebuilding year for the Warriors, but they are a handful at their place. Look forward to that ball game. Still got 4:30 left in this one. Mangum by a dozen, milking the clock and holding on to that 12-point lead. And before the play starts, going to get illegal procedure against Mangum. So Mangum will lose 5 here. Debbie Davis enjoying Nick Lavoie, as is Alex Brooks and Pamela Silk. So 4:24 left of the ball game. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Cattleman's Bank. A couple of big ball games this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Monday night up at Hobart as the Bearcats and the Tigers play for third place in the district. 6 o'clock start time. We'll be there in the press box, I'm told. We're looking forward to that. Second and a dozen here. Mangum with the ball in the lead. Pride, he'll go to Rogers, and Avery broke a couple of tackles and got positive yardage out of something that looked like it wasn't going to work at all. Rogers will take it down to the 24, or check that, the 26.5-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and 9. But again, 4 minutes left of the ball game. And again, I told you, 4:25 left in the third quarter of play, and I don't know 2 scores down whether it will come into play or not. But with 4:25 left in the third, Sayre had to use a timeout. They've only got 2 remaining. Of course, if Mangum scores here, it makes it a three-score game. It's academic. 3:40 remaining. And they'll milk the clock for all it's worth here. Third down and 9, and some confusion. And when we look at the back judge, he's not started counting yet. Mangum going to change the play. Pride in the backfield. 3 wide receivers split to the far side. Augustine by himself down here on the bottom. Warner going to roll, gets a block from Pride, tucks it, goes to the 20, still on his feet, knocked out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. And, boy, he is going to be oh so close to a first down, short by about a yard. So if you're Sam Powers, 3:10 left of the ball game, 4th and about a yard, you lead by 2 scores now. Do you kick here or do you go for it?
No. Coach Hackett from Denver, you go for it.
Very good, and I'm glad you followed the lead on that, especially when you have Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
So Mangum are going to go for it here. 4th and about a yard. Pride in the backfield from the pistol. They'll throw the football. What about that? Augustine catch move. 15-10. Corner of the end zone. He goes. Touchdown. How about that? There's your ball game. Boy, Nate Augustine not only made the catch for the first down, but then the little jab step. Broke it to the outside. We talked about his speed earlier. Showed it there. Beat everybody to the corner. And with 3:01 remaining, Mangum on top, 48-30 with the extra point on the way. And again, Paul Hackett, you're right. Might take a film from Sam Powers of the Mangum Tigers. Extra point is up, and it is good. 3:01 left of the ball game. Mangum on top comfortably now, 49-30. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Great job there all the way around. We love the call from Coach Powers. A little bit of I don't think that's a risky play at all because it's a run-pass option. Aiden could have run for the first down, but he throws it instead and gets the touchdown. Brad Gilbert thought that was a gutsy call. But again, Chad, your thoughts on that? I mean, to me, that was a pretty safe pitch and catch there. But again, because Warner could have run for the first down.
Yeah, if you don't get it with Mangum's with the Sayre's offense, that's a long field. So I think you go for it.
Okay. So Mangum to kick the football away here. Up now 49-30 on the run back. The tailback across the 30 to the 34-yard line. So nice run back there. It'll be 1st and 10. But again, and give credit to Sayre. They've been able to run the football all night long, but it has taken a lot of time off the clock. And there's only 2:53 here, and they trail by 19. Fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends over there at the Cattlemen's Bank. Oh, I love Debbie Davis. She says, way to go, Nate. Aiden, you're pretty awesome, too. That's good. That's a good addition there. Debbie, I love that. Lisa Wilson fired up as well. Get a whistle here late. And illegal substitution going to be called against Mangum. So the Tigers give up 5 there. But again, we talked about it earlier. This has been a much cleaner ball game for the Tigers than the first 2 contests. And you need that going into district play. We talked about it. It's Apache next Friday night. Tough place to play, even though they're got a new coach and it's a rebuilding year. And by the way, that coach has got pretty good lineage. That's Coach Coons. Here's a pass that comes up well short of the intended receiver. As the quarterback took a shot as he let go of the football. A penalty flag came out. Ineligible receiver downfield. All right, I thought the hit was pretty clean for Nate Augustine. See if Mangum takes this penalty here, and they will, I believe, push Sayre back. Nope, they're going to decline it. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. 2:46 left of the ball game, 49-30.
Looks like they're replaying the down.
Really?
They had a 1st and 5. I didn't see.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Have to go back and watch the tape on that one. So 1st down and 10, high snap, late pitch. It'll go to the tailback, and a good job by Augustine, again, to flatten out down the line. And look at the battle 20 yards down the field between the homecoming king and Zane Allen.
We went from 1st to 3rd down. Now we're back at 2. Who knows?
Well, and I tell you what happened. They just didn't change it across the way.
Right.
We were trusting what was going on across the way.
How good is Hendershot, though?
He's a tough kid.
He
ran the football very well all night long. And again, it's shortened the game for Mangum. Hendershot on cue, running the football here, breaking tackles and taking it out to the 40-yard line. And down marker says 3rd. We've got 4th.
3rd and 4. Here we go.
19-point ball game. Minute 50 remaining.
Fire up the DJ.
Yeah, no kidding.
Get his smoke machine warmed up.
Paula Little Powers, when you're happy and you know it. I love it. That's good, Paula. That's some good stuff there. Third and 4, 4th and 4. They're going to throw the football. This one is up for grabs and incomplete.
That's not what they do.
No, they are out of their element now. Down by 19, minute 29 remaining. 2 timeouts. You got to do what you can. Doris Kirk-Dollins has joined us. Hello, Doris. Good to have you alongside.
If you watch this back, folks, take some Dramamine before you do.
Has our fainting goat camera suffered?
No, we're holding on tight until the bitter end here.
I tell you what, I'm telling you, we've got to get a shot and post it on Facebook of the camera's
legs. We're
legs.
Get a better tripod.
I mean, that's unbelievable. Toss sweep here on the near side. Hendershot going to get near the 1st down across the 45, still on his feet out to the 47 and 48-yard line. So Hendershot, again, has been impressive as he'll pick up the 1st down. Ashton Pride, Jackson Reisner, and Anthony Allen in on the stop. Sayre will use a timeout here. Minute 22 left of the ball game. We'll keep it right here as Mangum going to get their 2nd win in 3 tries. And again, it has been offense. 39, 35, and now 49 in their 3 non-district ball games.
Yeah, if you're listening on the radio, you can't see it. Michael explained it well, but they have 11 guys literally, 7 yards? I mean, it is packed, their offensive. And it's been effective, but Mangum's offense has got explosive on us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, against a team that doesn't score in bunches like Mangum has the first 3 ball games, I mean, that's effective for Sayre. They put the football on the ground. They come out of District A1. That is a tough district headed by Fairview. So they'll have their hands full inside the district. But when you can run the football as well as they do, you'll make some noise. Fake it to Hendershot. They want to throw the football. Little dump pass here on the near side. It is completed. Good coverage there by Lavoie as he will tackle immediately Zane Allen. I think they said Allen got out of bounds. He did. And a lot of those teams that are in the district with Sayre, you're going to find them out in the Oklahoma Panhandle.
Yep.
So winter will come at some point, or different weather.
And you're familiar with the Woodward area.
Oh, yeah.
So it gets a little brisk.
There was a 10-inch snowfall on Halloween one year. Hendershot, toss sweep near side. They're going to try to keep him in bounds, and they got him behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to need an ice bath when this is over with. I tell you what, he has ran hard, but
Landon Hutton flying up to make the play.
He has taken hits, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Lisa Wilson has joined us from Nebraska tonight. I wonder if she's going to be at that OU-Nebraska game tomorrow in Lincoln. Again, they'll throw the football. Pass is caught at the 40-yard line of Mangum. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Good job of going up in traffic. Camden Richardson to make the catch. And Brad Gilbert said one of the tightest formations you're going to see, and he's right. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of the night we made the trip in the playoffs to the kind of offense that they ran in that playoff loss. Where were we?
Texoma?
No. When couple of years ago. Toss here on the near side, incomplete.
Was it Pawnee?
Yeah, Pawnee. I don't know how I could forget that. The field here at the Liberty Bowl in much better shape than it was that night at Pawnee.
Uh-oh.
We got a player down back at the 46-yard line, and that's not cramps. They're going to address that. Good thought for him. 40 seconds left of the ball game. We're back after this. Classic
Great
Hits
food
97.
made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ryan Johnston, the quarterback for Sayre, the injured player, and he went down hard and he went down awkwardly. He was able to get to his feet underneath his own power. He is walking off the field underneath his own power, but that was him going, boy, as I said, awkward indeed when he went down. 40 seconds left of the ball game. So a new quarterback to come in late in the contest for Sayre. And the quarterback is somebody who's been in there all night long, Camden Richardson. And he'll toss it high here on the near side to Hendershot, who gets into the secondary, has the 30 down to the 26-yard line. And give credit to Hendershot. He's running hard late in the ball game.
I tell you what, he's had a busy night, and you're right. He is not quitting. And good-looking athlete.
By the way, Lisa will be at the ball game tomorrow. She's going to be with her brother, who is a huge OU fan, despite the fact that he was born and raised in Lincoln.
Interesting.
As I mentioned, my first job out of college was in Hastings, Nebraska, which is the hometown of Tom Osborne.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And they revered.
Yep.
That was, of course, 1983. That was the year that everybody thought that Nebraska had the team that could play in the NFL, and there's no college team that can play in the NFL against the worst NFL team. But that was the year they lost in the Orange Bowl
to Howard Schnellenberger.
Yes, and Miami. And I was the only person in Hastings, Nebraska that delighted in that. Kenny Shortcan wants to know if he could come be our videographer.
Yes, yes.
I love it, Kenny. That's some good stuff, man.
We'll pay you in nachos, yes.
Now, Kenny, I don't know that we want you to be the videographer, but we may put the camera on you.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, given what you tell us your physical stature is, that your leg's apparently stronger than that of our camera.
Well, to explain, our main tripod was damaged, and so I'm using it's a short three-legged tripod that's supposed to stay still, not move around for action games like
Final
this.
play of the game is an incomplete pass as Nate Augustine buried into the turf Camden Richardson. And as you can hear from the fans on the near side, the clock has zeros on it, and Mangum has won it. Tigers 49, Eagles 30. Here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale, and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
Well, credit to Mangum. Remember, they fell behind at one point, 22-21, and then they go on to outscore Sayre and win it by a final score of 49-30. And impressive down the stretch, Chad, I thought, because of their ability to run clock. I mean, it was big play, big play, big play. You get to the fourth quarter, and you need to flex your muscles. Mangum was able to do that on the ground.
Yep, kept possession of the football. Coach Powers put the pedal to the metal and attacked. And with Sayre's offense, it's not made to catch up very quickly. They've got a great offense. I'll tell you what, they're going to take a lot of teams down to the wire, or just the scores will not be indicative, because the Sayre Eagles, they're a good little team, and congratulations to them. Like you said, they're in a tough district with number 4 Fairview. But a good preseason for the Mangum Tigers.
Curtis Maryland Bell watching. Hey, good to have you guys alongside. Debbie Davis enjoying the homecoming win. And, again, you win that homecoming football game. And I like this. We see it more and more of this as the kids after the ball game turning and saluting the fans. And that's some good stuff. You heard Lauren York, the homecoming queen and softball extraordinary ball player. She talked about the impact of the crowd that it has on these athletes, and I think we saw it tonight. It was a great homecoming crowd here tonight, and again, Mangum on the ropes for a while simply because they were getting manhandled by Sayre, and somebody had a meeting with somebody and said, hey, listen, let's man up a little bit, get some rocks in our pockets, and don't get pushed all around the Liberty Bowl, and Mangum responded in the second half.
Yeah, great second half for Coach Powers and the Tigers, and now it's off to Apache and start the second season, as they say.
Eric Rodriguez, good evening to you, buddy. Thanks for joining us late here. 49-30. Mangum wins it. 2-1 now on the year. The Tigers, as Chad told you, we get ready for Apache next Friday night. Big week of we'll bracket the week. We'll start things on Monday night with a softball game that we just cannot wait to watch unfold over at Hobart. It'll be the Lady Cats and the Lady Tigers. And the winner will get third place in the district. The loser will have to play in a play-in tournament situation to get into the postseason. So we certainly look forward to that. We also look forward to next Friday night. We'll be on the road at Apache. So thanks for joining us this evening. Mangum wins it by a final score of 49-30. Have yourself a great weekend. Stay safe. Talk to you Monday night from Hobart at 6 on your voice of Mangum Sports. We are Classic Hits 97.7.